Hold your breath and hold me tight. I'm messing with your mind. My eyes are sharp like your blade. I drive your mind insane. Drive your mind insane.
Like goodbyes. Of course you love me now, but give it time. Who knows? You might not be in my life. We never see it coming when we try. Love is blind. You can break the pattern. Learn from your mistakes. Focus on what matters. Do whatever it takes. You can look for answers. You could even change. But if something isn't meant to be, then we must learn to set it just realistic.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Insider Cup, brought to you by Insider Africa alongside others that I cannot remember the name right now because I'm such an amazing caster. But that being said, welcome back to the stream. Today we're starting a little bit earlier because we're starting a little bit earlier today because PMCO is coming up in the next 2-3 hours, I believe, and we're trying to get this wrapped up before the PMCO starts so the players have enough time to charge up and, you know, get themselves all ready to go. And I see Shiva is the first person in the chat today. I know you were texting yesterday, Shiva, but unfortunately I was already out of the stream, didn't really see the messages, but you know, I saw them later on and I'm like, that's my boy Shiva, and I did get your message on Instagram, but I've not opened Instagram today. But that being said, welcome everybody. We saw amazing gameplay yesterday, and I really know that we're not going to get anything short of that today. Before we move too much, I'm good. That was just a fake cough. But before we do too much, before we get into the game, let us show you the leaderboards as to what happened yesterday. And I promise you, leaderboards is not your regular leaderboard type. I'm hyping it too much, but it's just because when I saw that leaderboard, I was like, wait, where's number one? But anyway, let's not talk too much. There's the leaderboards. So leaderboards as it is, we do see Team Apex there in number one. In case you do not see them, they are directly under the word Insider. But then that's number one, Team Apex. We saw them have a very cracker of a performance yesterday, but they were able to gather themselves 38 elimination points, of which 22 came from that final game of that day. So that being said, you could just tell that you know, these guys were absolutely fire yesterday. We do know Cruz. We do know that Team Apex, or I do know, I usually say Team Apex would usually throw on the final days of finals, but I really hope not. I really hope that doesn't happen to them today. I really hope the PMCO, or this is enough practice for them before they get into the PMCO stages that they're about to go into today. But that being said, Team Apex in number one, 56 points. Following closely behind will be Pain Africa. We also saw Pain Africa show us a lot of eliminations and prowess in terms of aggression, as they're able to gather themselves 51 points, 32 coming through from elimination points. I was going to show that Pain Africa, I would say they were one of the most consistent teams yesterday, getting themselves one winner chicken dinner to go alongside. And speaking of consistency, we did get Active Gaming gather themselves that cracker of a performance in that Sandhawk game, where they were able to gather themselves at least 16 eliminations, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 16 eliminations out of 28. Not too close to the top two, as they're out there sitting with 37 points, but ultimately, I believe that's like a war. 14 points difference between themselves and Pain Africa, so it's still something that is up for grabs. Following closely behind is the players there from Fugitives, and to be honest, Fugitives have showed me more than I expected, and I'm really glad about that, seeing that they were able to pull up such performances that they did yesterday, grabbing 2 winner chicken dinners, completing the chicken dinner yesterday, or getting themselves a second chicken dinner yesterday on that Miramar game. That was wonderful to watch. 10-11 following in 5th, as they've got 23 points to their name. Not too much that we've seen from them in terms of eliminations and you know, placement points that we see from them. But one thing I just got to point out, and look at that, placement points in terms of double digits. Only No Gaming, Fugitives, Apex, and Pain Africa have double-digit elims. Every other person is stuck on 1, you know. 8 coming through from 10-11, and they find themselves in 5th position. 4 Toxic Killers came in for what? I believe it was just 1 or 2 games yesterday. Yeah, they came in for 2 games yesterday, and they were able to bump themselves all the way to 6th position. This is the kind of place that we love to see from the teams. Game's about to start, so we're going to run through it. No Gaming in 7th. Players there from Star Esports in 8th with 18. Team Ruthless in 15th. SWAT 69. Team Ruthless in 9th. SWAT 69 in 10th, AFRO ESPORTS in 11th, Unlimited in 12th, E17 in 13th, SHQIPZONE in 14th, Dare Esports in 15th, Team Inspire in 16th, and Rage Shield Gaming in 17th. And I've got to say, really, Inspire and Rage Shield, definitely not what I'm expecting from both teams. Red Shield yesterday were poor, and I've got to say that one, and I really hope they fix up on that, on those mistakes that they were making yesterday. But I really love to see, you know, Red Shield Gaming play better today, and the same thing goes to Inspire. But yeah, we did see great performances from a couple of the teams yesterday, and some of the other teams did not quite step up to the challenge, but I really hope that they will be able to do that going into today's games. Let me know in the chat, who are you here for? Who are you supporting? Who do you think is actually going to take it all? Because we're about to... today's the final day of the finals, so after these 4 games today, there will be no more. So that being said, if you're still sleeping on a bicycle, now is not the time to do that anymore, as we're about to get started into the final games of the Insider Cup. So, without further ado, Shade Adu, Hula Baloo, and you know the last one, Oiti Toiti, we're going to get into the game. Playing path looking a little bit nice, maybe not nice actually. I feel like this lobby has had it tough in terms of playing paths, as we're seeing that playing path all the way towards that southern side, taking us all the way from the waters of the Primorsk area, or the waters of Ferry Pair, all to the waters there of Muta. So you can already tell that this is not fun times for the players there in this lobby. We're seeing a couple of teams already launch out early. Ultimately, some of these teams would be opting for the vehicles, right? For the vehicle rotates early on in the game to get themselves started, because ultimately that is what you need. That's the only way you'd be able to get towards your drop location. That play zone showing itself up towards that northern side, teams would have to get looted up quite quickly. Even despite the play path being on the south, we're not seeing any teams go all the way towards that military island. No teams also going over to Novo Repnonye, which is quite surprising to see. But I guess everyone's got what they've got in mind, so I'm not going to ask questions too much. I'm just gonna let it happen, you know, and believe that these teams have strategies in play, or they have better ways or better places to land. 10-11's, oh, actually we started with only 13 teams actually, which is very sad. As I said, the time had to be shifted last minute, but I really hope everyone is able to come in with the correct teammates, or come in with the correct players, and are able to you know, show us what they've got. Apex out there in Lipovka, nothing too new. Same thing can be said about 10-11, who are sitting there in Muta Power. This time they are alone. They do not have a company from the players there from E17 as they did yesterday. Fugitives already found themselves a vehicle, as we see Anubi is finding all the way to Yasnaya Poliana. He's like, the rest of my teammates, all the best for you. People like, make it into the zone. If people like, don't make it into the zone. Y'all be safe though. Live now. Time was moved early at Dukes. I've just got to call everybody, you know. But yeah, if you're on the channel, be sure to share that stream, because same time yesterday was basically this time, so I wouldn't be expecting many people to know that the stream has started. So let everybody find their way to the stream. Let them come here to have fun, and I promise you, I tell you, Michi, that is one of the most surprising things I've seen in a while. You know, and Inspire being out there in 16th position. Now, Michi, you look very familiar. You gotta tell me, what is your in-game name? Sorry guys, my throat is acting up because I've not used my drug this morning. I mentioned yesterday that I'm having a little bit of a not a sore throat, but you know, I'm still healing from like a throat. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. Because I know some of you in my chat are just dirty people, and you start your brain starts wandering all around. But anyway, no long talks. Hopefully my game doesn't start lagging, because I'm running out of space on my phone. You know, I had to delete so many videos. Damn, iOS 17 in the mod. But anyway, no gaming out there in the Kamensky area of the map. We already said Apex and Lipovka and 10-11 in Muta Power. Out there in Muta itself, we have the players there from 4 Toxic Killers. Team Ruthless out there close to the farm area. Same thing can be said about Inspire. Fugitives still looking for a way towards that Yasnaya area. We see them still scattered across the map, which is quite surprising to see. I'd expect them to have found a couple vehicles. Star Gaming or Star Esports out there in Pochinki. See the players there from SWAT 69 on the northern edge of that military base bridge. We see AFRO ESPORTS around the Gatka area of the map going for a scrappy loot. Primos will be occupied by the players there from Red Shield. There ESPORTS in Watertown as usual. And then we see Active Gaming out there in North Jojopo looking to get themselves all looted up. So as I said, it's going to be a little bit of a slow start, given that we started with only 13 teams in the lobby, only 50 players out here in the lobby. So it's going to be much of a slow start. You know, it's pretty much like you're starting the lobby with 14 people missing. Am I doing that math correct? Yes, there's supposed to be 64 players, but you're only starting with 14. So you can already tell that it's going to be a little bit of a challenge there for the teams. But ultimately, it could make things easier, and it could make things not so easy. Michi out there with a $5. I feel like I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at hyping things. Like, oh my god, someone literally just donated to my channel, and all I can say is Michi with the $5. So I'm such an idiot. What the fuck? But anyway, Michi, thank you so much for the love. She says good luck, Inspire Knockers. She's here for Inspire, or he's here for Inspire. Whatever, they are here for Inspire. I guess that would be the right term, given that we're now in 2023. But anyway, they're here for Inspire, and they're looking to, and I'm hoping Inspire actually inspires them, so they can be inspired to drop some more money, if you know what I'm talking about there. But ultimately, let's go, Michi. Oh wait, it's an IE. Alrighty, there we go. I think that's hype. Hype. But anyway, I see Kratos in the chat. I also saw Cruz and Samuel out here in the chat. And in all honesty, Samuel, your name wasn't Samuel before, so let me know what your name was, because it's kind of looking like Pinto, but okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna guess. I saw Cruz and I also saw Shiva. So yeah, let's get into it. We do see AFRO ESPORTS already embarking on their rotations. We see them getting into vehicles already. Everyone is already starting to make their move, apart from a couple teams. No game is still getting comfortable. Fugitives would find a way to regroup, and then they start that rotation coming in from that eastern edge. Their esports have not started moving just yet. Inspire has also started moving. See the players there from Team Ruthless also embarking, or looking to watch some of those rotations that are happening, as 4 Toxic Killers also start their rotation up on that western edge. Do look to be rotating in the same pattern and manner as the players there from Fugitives, so we wouldn't be surprised if we do get to see a little bit of you know, skirmishes going on from here. And I gotta say, yep, and indeed it will get started, as Gabin would be the one to find the shots onto Anas. Couple of shots going out there, not quite able to find any just yet, as Sky will stop from behind, take some shots, and is going to be able to uproot Squirty just fine. As Squirty does go down, we do know Fugitives have Squirty as one of their strongest players. We do see Anubi somewhere in the vicinity taking a couple of shots towards the player there, Sky, and more shots will come in from behind, and that's going to be a very clean wipe onto Fugitives from the side there of 4 Toxic Killers as they get themselves started in style. 3 eliminations to get things started. And Fugitives, that just goes to show that, you know, if you're rotating with somebody, you might as well just let that rotation go. You know, it's zone 1. Maybe not, actually. I wouldn't blame them or fault them for actually taking shots. But ultimately, this was a situation of they got the first knock, or they took the first shot, but they eventually went out first, because the players there from 4 Toxic Killers just able to handle themselves very, very well. Love to see that one. Big man Jihad in the chat, don't play. Fugitives also in the chat, and I can tell that this is definitely not the start of the day you would have expected or you would have wanted from your team. But worry not, this is just game 1, and there's still chances for, you know, to get better going on into the next couple of games. But anyway, 4 Toxic Killer already getting their way started. Apex still in that blue zone. Same thing can be said about 10-11. But it's looking like 10-11 have already found themselves vehicles to get into that zone. Same thing can be said about Red Shield, as they find themselves a way into the zone also from that south, with No Gaming looking to infiltrate the zone from the north. Active Gaming already getting their rotation started, as we see them sitting comfortably on Mount Everest. Players there from Team Ruthless also going on their rotation. We do have 4 Toxic Killers rotating just very closely behind them, and I look forward to seeing if this is something they want to stop and pop, and indeed that does seem to be the verdict as the shots are going out from Sky. Not quite able to find any. Dairy Sports also somewhere in the vicinity, as they would not be doing any much trouble. Well, actually, scratch that. They do seem to be taking a couple of shots towards Team Ruthless. And if I were to be Team Ruthless, this is a rotation you do not want to stop. So you know that you've got to keep moving. The zone does pop. Centers up a little bit nicely. Active Gaming finding themselves in the dead center of that zone. And you can just tell from the way they're positioned that they're looking to play Mount Everest so well. But ultimately, Mount Everest, if more than one team has interest in Mount Everest, it may or may not play well for them. But anyway, 10-11 do look to be getting looted up. Somewhere in the shelter is where Snuffy finds himself, with vehicles rotating just by him. We can already hear some of the players there from Team Apex driving around. And I think Snuffy trying to stay as quiet as possible, as he does realize that, you know what, this is not the time to make noise. Players there from Apex have seen that buggy, so they kind of know that there might be a player here. Amar still driving in the background. But Snuffy gonna be quite thankful that the players there from Team Apex are looking to get into that zone as compared to looking and trying to snuff him out. No pun intended. But anyway, Inspire Knockers, that is who Michi is here for. Oh, Michi says my IGN is Inspire Knockers, so here Knockers on the stream. Imagine you hyping yourself, man. That's just so wonderful. She says my IGN is Inspire Knockers, and Ted Bundy hijacked that account. That's interesting. I'm trying to. What was your IGN? Like, what was your previous IGN? Your face looks so familiar, or the face that you have there on your profile picture right now looks very familiar, and I can tell that I've seen that face somewhere, but I just can't put a name to the face. 10-11 Apex find a way away from each other. The players there from Active Gaming do have a little bit of company as we start to see No Gaming move closer and closer towards that position being held by Nexus. The position being held by Nexus is down the bottom of the hill. I believe it's those it's the squad house, and definitely your teammates on the top of Mount Everest wouldn't be able to give you that much cover if anything were to happen. And I like that proactivity coming through from Team Active Gaming to just get out of dodge. SWAT 69 in a little bit of trouble as we see them getting approached by some of the players there from AFRO ESPORTS. Pain in the other world, in a world of pain really. Fenderboy has got a grenade being pepped for him. The grenade wouldn't come out just yet, or actually it does land now. Not quite able to do the damage as SWAT's Pain feeling a little bit zesty as that desync gets some of the shots to connect, and we do see Lidoma actually the teammates out there getting themselves, this is wonderful cover fire coming through from SWAT 69 as they're holding their ends quite nice. Lead man would fall, but maybe that will not be the end just yet as Hellboy starts to fire the shots up towards the top. Pain also still looking if they can find a little bit of shots on there, but it does look like Knock and Lobby, actually make that Afro Esports still out there on the top of the hill. We do see Hellboy forming up little by little. Takes a couple of shots, but would fall instead. But here comes Mario looking for the run over. Not quite able to find it as Tiger would only get thirsted. We do already start to see shots coming in through. And I don't know why it's not letting me switch over to Mario. Okay, there we are. And I believe that is going to be all for Afro Esports as SWAT 69 find themselves with 4 eliminations to their name. And bro, revive lead man now. His HP is lower. Man, if he doesn't revive him, this will just be like a yesterday situation for 4 toxic killers. But I don't want to talk about that because it pisses me off every time. Team Apex already getting started as we start to see intro knocks coming onto the side there of 4 toxic killers, and that will be 2 knocks. Second one coming through courtesy of Fireboy. I can already tell that Team Apex, that is all they needed, that second knock, and they will be running through as we do see the push coming in through. Machine very low on HP as it does crash into the building, and the players there from 4 toxic killers know that the damage has been done. Machine trying to buy himself a little bit of time as Ghost falls in from behind, but Fireboy, he's got that off angle, doing in the damage but not quite able to find any. But the players there from Star Esports, they may have heard those noise and they want a little bit of action. Fireboy very focused on the guy in the compound there, Ghost, but the Molotov coming through from Machine would seal the deal, do the damage. Fireboy gets knocked from the side by the shots coming in through from Star Esports as Team Apex not quite able to find that revive that is coming through on the side there of 4 toxic killers. We can already see Kage trying to see if he can find himself that off angle. Definitely will find it for the time being. But Star Esports on the third party definitely not helping out matters here. Kuma still in the building as the players there from 4 Toxic Killers have found themselves that revive. Kage does look to be heading out of dodge. The rest of the 4 Toxic Killers also looking to leave. Fireboy will get thirsted in the meantime, as Star Esports still looking for those off angles. Shots will be coming in through from Rez. We're not quite able to find any players out of the vehicles just yet, as 4 Toxic Killers would survive with 3 players and would be able to successfully head out of dodge. Apex lose 1 player in all of these engagements in Fireboy. They would only get themselves 1 elimination. That is one way to play. Star Esports also find themselves just 1 elimination, and they're looking to pop the tires of the vehicles, making rotations or future rotations. Man, 2 tires have already been spoiled to Riva, bro. Like, there's no point. Anyway, we're about to get yet another zone shift now. 4 Toxic Killers make it all the way to the south. Team 10-11 going from the north, and that zone about to close up. Oh, does favor up that northern side. 10-11 find himself in a good spot. It's a question of who is going to camp the other bridges, as every other person does look to get into the zone. Active Gaming still have themselves quite the position out there on Mount Everest. It might be able to spot a couple of rotations coming in through. Same thing can be said about No Gaming with that position they're holding. They have a little bit of an idea that there's a team in the church, so they'll be keeping an eye out on there. Can already see everyone. All right, no need to hype, just happy to support. And she's a girl. Wonderful. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. Z/hairs is trending now. Nah, bro, we're not gonna get started on that in my chat. All right, identify as a boat. My pronouns are cruise ship. Alrighty, Jahad. Love to hear that one. Man, you people, you guys, you people make me laugh, really. Alright, I do see everyone says hashtag blame Smuffy is the hashtag for today. Since yesterday, we're going to take that one, bring it into today. We do see 09 Cheap here. Zemi Wemi. Rotational clusters looking to happen on that western side. Inspire all in 1 vehicle. Looking to rotate, or actually maybe not all in 1 vehicle, but they've got 3 players in 1. Looking to rotate just right behind the players there from Red Shield, who have made it over to that Jojopo Bridge. Jude 99 does seem to be an addition to the team, and I didn't know when Jude actually joined Red Shield. That is an interesting sign in there, Red Shield, because I've got to walk me through that process. But anyway, Active Gaming would leave Mount Everest. Star Esports would be the ones on there, as Team Apex decide to rotate in from the north. Everyone is quite avoiding that bridge because they do know. SWAT 69 banking on the option, or the banking on the possibility of that zone, moving all the way to South Jojopo. Star Esports able to gather themselves a couple of eliminations onto the 4 Toxic Killers, who have not quite been able to find themselves a very fine spot to stay in that zone. They do lose more players, as Anas does look to fall behind that burning buggy, and indeed the vehicle explosion chunks up more HP. It's only a matter of time for that player does go down. Active Gaming Team Apex, sorry, looking to get started with their esports, as they find one of the players there on rotation, Masuk, having to fall into the water, deciding that is the safest route into that zone. Last Riva, though, seems very, very close to the players there, to the last player there from 4 Toxic Killer in Solo. Solo definitely living up to the name right now, as he does find himself being the last player left for his team. I do not see any vehicles in the vicinity. They are aware of his position, but those grenades a little too far, not quite close to the player there, Solo, as he just keeps his head low, trying not to peek. But yes, Michi, I've seen you in Motherland's gaming stream. Now there it is. Yeah, I think that's where I've seen you. Yeah, I think that's where I've seen you, Michi. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna just not talk about Michi, because your niggas think I'm simping, bro. Get out of here, bro. You need to touch grass. Jesus. Anyway, runovers coming in through, none to be found just yet, but I believe the information is there already, and there we go. Solo stops to pop, 3 bullets being faced, or 3 guns facing his direction, and Solo does look for 1, but there's only so much you can do when you've got 4 Star Esports players facing their weapons at you. And that is going to be a GG well played for 4 Toxic Killers. They did get themselves quite the number of eliminations. I believe they got 3, but that's going to be all that they can do for today, as they'll be sending it back into the lobby. But yeah, y'all will agree with me that Michi does look very familiar. Like, I know I've seen that name. That zones moves again. And Active Gaming are in for a feast, holding quite the split. And in as much as I want them to condense that split, I would say to still hold it for the time being. Everyone does look to be in positions where they can cover for themselves, and it does look like if they have enough vehicles, they will be able to form up on anyone, provided any trouble does get started. They've got quite the cover to work with. I mean, Rage doesn't have that much of cover, but the rest of the team, they do have themselves quite good position, and I believe they will be going for that condensed strategy instead, which, as I said, I wouldn't beat them up for it, but it's quite the nice splits that they've got going on. And they will be condensing that a little bit. If you start getting approached by a couple of strong teams, that is where we would say, you know what, start to condense it a little bit, as we start to see Team Apex looking for that rotation on towards that northern edge of the circle. SWAT 69 will still stay on the south, looking to run a little bit of gatekeeping, as Red Shield look to find their way in from that western edge. And this is where Active Gaming will start to receive a lot of visitors. ESPORTS still looking to place that one slow. They do realize there's quite a number of teams that might just be looking to gatekeep them. But anyway, visitors received as Nexus. Here's the vehicle coming in through from the machine there from Apex. And Apex not quite advantageous in terms of numbers, as we start to see Nexus just holding that position, trying to just let that information fly. Basky does look to draw in closer towards that northern edge, as the players there from ESPORTS look for a way into the zone. Dami and Hair driving straight into the water they go, and that rotation works at least fine for the time being. They will be able to stay underneath that bridge to gather themselves a little bit of placement. Star Esports looking to make it into the zone, but No Gaming looking very distracted in this wild mode scenario that they found themselves in, as Star Esports would be allowed to make that rotation on towards the other side of the water. Rez would drive it straight into the water. We have more players coming in through, as Nihil does look to form up in this position, loses a whole lot of HP, but is able to stay in that shark for the time being. And Star Esports have been split apart on their rotation that they've got right now. Rez has been spotted in the water and is going to fall, as their Esports hold down to their ends on the bottom of the water. Nihil has swallowed a grenade and down he falls. 10-11 also looking to do a little bit of damage as they start to get some knock, looking to go for farming, or should I call it fishing this time, on that southern edge of the circle. Players there from oh no, that is not what is supposed to happen on here. Like, bro, this is one too many teams on the shorelines here. 10-11 makes their way in here, but their sports remain on the bottom of the bridge, so they'll just be holding their hands. Hey, Odudua, Somile. Anyway, Inspire looking to want to send it into the water, and now this is trouble on the southern side. Witcher opens up that scope, spots the warrior in the floor, gets that knock, gets back into the buggy, and would want to continue on the rotation, but little do they know, 10-11 are in the situation here. They're also in the vicinity. One elimination as knockers does look to start to take more HP down. 10-11 on the other side of the bridge, and the players there from Inspire would have to find the shots. Threaded carefully. Hair now finds the knock up onto Amar, and the rest of 10-11 now would have to find a way to grab that revive, as Spammer does crash that compounder that Mill Gaming is holding. Team Ruthless would also have to make a move. Snuffy does look to want to go for that revive. Traitor still holding on that bridge camp for the time being, as Inspire continue to look for the shots. Bego taking a whole lot of HP down and would indeed fall, as Witcher is able to find the knock, and that is 10-11 putting himself on a disadvantage, as that knock was not supposed to happen whatsoever. That's a sexy nade from Spammer to clear out the rest of No Gaming, and the players there from Inspire, definitely inspired by Michi's donation there, as they're already up by 2 eliminations. They did lose one player in terms of knockers, but they will be looking quite fine for the time being. ESPORTS falling down into the water just for more cover, as Team Active Gaming, I believe they were able to clear out the rest of Apex, as they have 3 eliminations to their name, still holding up quite strongly in that zone. Rage Shield still holding quite the position that they have on that western side, and the same thing can be said about SWAT 69. I feel like SWAT 69 now is the time to try and cross that bridge, maybe cross that bridge and send it to that hilltop or that ridge line that Basky is holding, and maybe that might just work out well. But anyway, Traitor finding himself a little bit of fish in the water, but Traitor would fall from the backside, as Active Gaming Basky now starts to let the bullets fly. Inspired down to just 2 players in Hair now and Spammer. 10-11 still up as almost full squad now, as they do get Traitor thirsted. Now they're up by 3 only. They're very bent on this gatekeep. Hair now does get into that buggy, making that very courageous play, as he does want to look to send it onto the side of the bridge, makes it into the water. There, eSports grabbing that revive in the water as Hair now. Currently trying to see if he can find anyone in that water for the time being. Not quite able to gather any information. Basti gonna be the one seeing a whole lot of these players on rotation as Hellboy loses a whole lot of HP. The push is coming in through. Runover looking to come through, but not to find. DBS has connected a little bit. One more shot is what is needed. As Spain is very low on HP, losing some more, and he will indeed get third party or actually uprooted from that vehicle as the players there from SWAT 69 start that rotation very, very late. Team Ruthless, one way or the other, they found their way towards that southwestern edge. But SWAT 69 happens to be the one on that losing end as Apex, make that active game in. Find themselves with 7 aliens. Red Shield start to rotate, but Baski is just too accurate on those sprays. Finds Danny Brown and thirsts him instantly. Sees Roach out there on the cover fire. Takes the shot, finds the knock. This man is on to something else as we start to see the ducks coming in through. Stoner out in the open, and it's only a matter of time. They are definitely aware that there is a player out there in the open, or maybe not. But Roach will get revived. Stoner definitely his position has been spotted. The shots coming in through towards the vehicle, but none to be found just yet. And grenades would be the best option for the side there of active gaming. But even down there on the south, we have the players there from Team Ruthless still doing a whole lot of damage. Grenades already starting to fly now. That is one from Nexus to land onto Stoner, but not quite finding the knock. And Baski is going to send his own out too. It does look to land. Oh, that is a sexy one to do damage. Stone has been reduced to the slither of HP, and the remaining shots would connect, and that would be a GG well played. 10-11 one way or the other are out of the lobby. I do not know how that happened. But SWAT 69 up by 5 eliminations, looking to head up towards that top of the hill. But Reels now would be looking to welcome those visitors with open arms as he does take some of the shots to connect again. Red Shield in a whole lot of trouble as Jude would be the last player left to hold on the fort for his team. But Active Gaming, they've got quite the position, holding up quite that position on the top of this hill. But Baski finds yet another knock onto the players there from Team Ruthless as Falcon falls. Team Ruthless have got the numbers advantage. Dammy now, he's got a grenade prepped up for the shack. Just throw it out, it lands, but doesn't quite do the damage. But Mario now, he knows there is that player on the shoreline, sends out yet another grenade. That does look to be a good one. It's a no-look one, but Dammy taking tick damage from the blue, has to make that move into the zone. And then Mario's got one more grenade being prepped up. He's going to leave that one alone. Realizes that player is going to go down to the blue zone. And hopefully Mario was able to read that Q feed there. But anyway, Team Ruthless able to grab themselves the revive. They're still up as a full squad. Reels has got that MK14 in hand. Takes the shot towards Mario as Mario looks for a way into the zone. And the rest of the shots would connect. Mario would fall. 12 eliminations for the side of Active Gaming. Almost to be made 13 now. And indeed it will be made 13 as the rest of Team Ruthless now start to push, find a way to the top of the hill. But the MK14, the Mark 14 in the hands of this man Reels is a little too much for that man. Or two for the lobby to handle. Grenades from Nexus would connect. 2 players left to deal with. Jump shot comes in 3, but he's going to slap to the DBS to the face. But Falcon, you knock by DBS, you get knocked by DBS. Fuchio finds Nexus, but the Active Gaming players are too strong as they get themselves the first chicken dinner of the day in style. 16 eliminations. Yesterday they got 16, but they were not quite able to get the chicken. And today they're like, you know what? Chicken me up, boys. As they find themselves 16 eliminations, a chicken dinner, and I believe that will push them up to first position now going into today's games. And if you're keeping the mathematics, you should know where the math is for the time being. But Active Gaming start themselves up with a cracker of a performance. And bro, Baski, ho, nah, Agba, that guy be Agba Lomono, damn. Baski to Yaski, you know the vibes. That is just sexy gameplay coming through from Active Gaming. Position wise, they've played it so well because they played it very, very well. We saw them hold that position on top of Mount Everest. We saw them hold that the compound. We saw them hold the compound, the squad house just right underneath Mount Everest. We saw them headed over to that northern side, cross quite early, hold themselves on a very nice split. They were able to condense that split when we needed them to, and they were able to play it just very well. You love to see that one. But anyway, pretty sure Shiva will be happy about that one. Second place is going to be the side there of Team Ruthless as they get themselves 6 eliminations. Third place is going to be SWAT 69 with 5 elims. Fourth will be ESPORTS with 3. Red Shield getting themselves to 5th position with no eliminations. This is not the type of game you need Red Shield. Inspire, not so inspired. They did finish in 6th position with 2 elims. Drove themselves right into the water, the bridge, which is where all of the action was happening. Sadly, they had to go out. 1011 in 7th with 2, Elims No Gaming in 8th with none, Apex in 9th with 2, Star Esports in 10th with 5, 4 Toxic Killers in 11th with 3, AFRO Esports in 12th with none, 13th is going to be Fugitives as they go out with 0 eliminations. But what a way to start the day. Yesterday, we saw the start of the day with Pain Africa doing so much work. Pain Africa not quite in the lobby for this first game. But we hope to see them in the next couple of games before the end of the day. But that is game 1 done and dusted out of 4. We've got 3 more games to go. And in case you do not know, we're heading into that map of Sandhawk to get things a little bit chaotic. So do not go anywhere. Stay tuned, stay connected. I'll be back with more action. Active Gaming have started off very nicely for this game today. And we look forward to seeing them even do more as the day goes by. Because as I said, currently they're sitting in 3rd. This game that they've had will definitely push them to 1st position, given that Apex did not have the best of games. But we do know that all of these teams are not going to be sleeping. They would also want to fight for their rights. Malo, I'm not going to say what I wanted to say. But anyway, I'll be right back with more action from the Insider Corp. Do not go anywhere.
We can set the world on fire, fire. Set the world on fire, fire. We can set the world on fire.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I kind of got carried away by the music, so we're not going to talk too much here. Game 2 has started. Let's get into it. Sandhawk, we already see that play path. We missed almost everyone jumping off, but still, we've got 15 teams in the lobby now. Whoop, whoop. But anyway, everyone is here now. Michi, thank you so much for that donation again. You're going to make me cry at this point. Stop it. But anyway, everyone's already looking to jump off. We have a hot drop out there in boot camp as we do see the players there from 4 Toxic Killers approaching AFRO ESPORTS. You can tell that AFRO ESPORTS were ready for this. They wanted this. They were waiting for a hot drop yesterday, but they didn't get any. But they got that intro knock and they're sending it straight. Wheezy already finding his way in. Fender Boy probably be doing the same. Tiger following suits. Elixir also close as they start to find their way towards that middle building. Definitely aware that that team, there's a team up there. Sky has little to no HP left as Elixir listening to those footsteps, listening to those audio cues. As I said, medkit's not the best, or utils is not the most that the players there from that the players there from 4 Toxic Killers have as AFRO ESPORTS start that push downstairs. Fender Boy still out in the outskirts as we start to see Elixir draw closer, getting closer to those stairs. Here's the footsteps upstairs, the pre-fires coming in through. Trying to let them know that, guys, we are in the vicinity. Just going to keep it like this for the time being as we start to see Sky take a little bit more shots. Tiger looking for an off angle as it doesn't quite get spotted just yet as the rest of AFRO ESPORTS looking to form up. You know, pushing into that main building, not the most comfortable of things. And I do feel like players there from AFRO already start that push very early. The rest of 4 Toxic Killers are very focused on Tiger right now, who's got a grenade being prepped. Or he's got a grenade in hand. Safe might just swallow that grenade to the face, and now the pin's been pulled. Oh, I'm looking forward to this grenade. I'm looking forward to this grenade. Safe is definitely going to swallow this grenade. Oh, Tiger did not throw the grenade. Tiger, come on, bro. Anyway, Elixir is downstairs doing a lot of pre-firing as they do not push up quite yet. And I like the patience coming in through from the side there of AFRO ESPORTS. Wheezy now looking to push upstairs. Gets to the stairs now. Fender is upstairs. They get the memo. Now they know which part is free. Tiger still looking to play a little bit of distraction on that other end. Stop it! Don't pick me, Wheezy. Do not pick Wheezy, bro. And Starboy Wheezy gets that knock, going for the remaining of the push. Safe tries to see if he can go for that revive. The pre-fires are sexy as they come in for the push. Into the forbidden room, safe we go, but Wheezy's not having it. Going for the follow-up suit. Oh, Wheezy falls. And the rest of AFRO ESPORTS coming through for the support. They lose 2 players in terms of knocks, but they would win the fight in terms of boot camp as they get themselves 4 eliminations to get started. Painan was empty yesterday. Today we've got SWAT 69 in there. Their esports also somewhere in the background, but they would not be fighting just yet. We've lost only 1 team so far, but everyone does look to be good. Star Esports deciding to leave Camp Alpha today. I believe that is going to push 10-11 into being very, very, very angry. Because they're like, why did you land there yesterday if you knew you were not going to land there today? But anyway, Zone is heavily on that eastern edge. Hopefully this is one of those games where Red Shield will be able to grab themselves a good chicken dinner or a good game. Other than that, did I close my tax manager again? Yes, I did. That thing is not responding. Kukuru no cook that thing. But anyway, yeah. Active Gaming, where are they? Down there on the south, Sami. We see them landing there. Ruins is being held by the side there of Inspire. We do see Star Esports driving towards that Ruins area. Inspire definitely hears that, but they're not in the mood to take any shots just yet. A little bit carried away by their loot. I would do the same too. They take now a couple of shots, but it's kind of too late. Rest of Star Esports are very heavily scattered. See some of them on that bridge here. We see Riva here, and then we see the rest of them over here. That is not a very good way to play. Milando, they might just be hearing those vehicles, or they might just hear that vehicle approaching them, and definitely Milan hears it. Mimos is also somewhere in the vicinity. Decides not to take the shots, keeps the trigger discipline. But indeed, Milan will take a couple of shots. Not quite able to find the knocks just yet. No Gaming, I've got keys. Very, very close to Sami. Close to the side here of Active Gaming. Wonder why. Fugitives rotating very close to the side here of Red Shield, but Red Shield also not taking any shots to take them out. And this is what I'm saying, man. Red Shield playing a little bit passively, and also piggybacking off of what I was saying yesterday in terms of what they call this thing. What I was saying in terms of vehicle availability in Sandhawk, because now with the vehicles that are available, look how well everyone is just, you know, rotating all around, getting started in those rotations. And that's what it's that is just good. Keyboard Warrior, welcome to the channel. Keyboard Warrior says he identifies as Basky, no problem. But anyway, Star Esports looking to get started on that southern edge as they do find the players there from Unlimited. One player does fall as Rez does happen to be very close to the rest of to more players there from Unlimited. Reddy is down. Nihil looking to push up now as his 2 players knocked down now. Rez knows there's someone on him. Trying not to overextend for the time being as he awaits the support coming through for his teammates. We do see Riva is already close to him. Shark would be the last player left for that team as we start to see the shots coming in through, or actually the push coming in through. Riva looks to push up to the side, finds the player on the side, gets the knock, down he goes. But anyway, Warrior now finding themselves in a 1v1 with Shark as last Nihil does get taken out. But anyway, Shark does get spotted from behind. There isn't any place for him to run. He does take a couple of shots, stops to pop, but doesn't quite find the knock. Prone's behind that tree, but that tree is very, very slim. Very, very, very slim. The grenade lands up onto their position there, Shark, down to 1 HP. And it's only a matter of time. That is a very good nade, and more shots from the AUG from Riva to get that knock and the confirm. And that is just GG's. Cry on stream and I'll donate more. You would have to go and watch yesterday's stream, because I almost cried on yesterday's stream. That last game almost brought me to tears. It was that good. And I really hope I get to see a better game, or a game as good as that today. But anyway, Michi, I'll put that crying into consideration. Especially given the fact that YouTube is not going to allow me withdraw this money. At least not yet. So, but anyway, Red Shield, once again, they do have the players there from SHQIPZONE moving quite close to them, but Red Shield deciding not to take any shots. Now they've got Superboy in the mix. Be like, Jude, don't go play rubbish for that game one. They don't like as Jude play, they don't bench him. Poor Jude. Justice for Jude, bro. But anyway, Fugitives finding a way into the center of the circle. Love to see that one. No gaming, still out there on a very split rotation. The players there from SWAT 69 looking very close to Inspire now. They're a little too close for comfort. And Pain will be getting into that vehicle. It doesn't look like they want any more of that smoke. But anyway, lead man finds knockers on the edge there. Lead man down to 1 HP as Hair now. Takes a couple of shots. Doesn't quite find it. But doesn't quite take him down yet. Hair now, still out there in the open. Same thing can be said about knockers. Man, leave the Mara alone, bro. Nobody likes it. And anyway, lead man starts to smoke up now. Players there from Inspire though, they're holding quite the angles. Spammer also holding yet another angle, as he's going to be able to spot Hellboy there on the flank. Hellboy moving a little too much. Spammer, you've got that grenade. Throw it, but no need. As Spammer finds that intro knock. And another knock comes up to lead man. Spammer looks for 2, but Pain finds that return knock to even things out a little bit now. But Knockers is going to find that off angle now. And that is not going to work out well for the side of SWAT 69. Knockers still looking for more of that flank angle, as he understands that thirst is going to be the least thing on his mind. Spammer though, trying not to get thirsted, as Hair now looks for that revive. Knockers still looking for that off angle. Finds it, finds Pain. Pain goes down. This is sexy. Coming through from the side of Inspire. As we do see Cajonas taking some shots into that building. Mali Boy does a lot of damage. Forces the heal out of Cajonas. But he's got a grenade there, Mali Boy. If he times it correctly, he's going to get that knock. And indeed he does. But the players there, Spammer is up on his feet now. And that is going to be a GG. Courtesy of Spammer and Knockers, as Inspire take out the side there of SWAT 69. More shots would be looking to happen, or more engagement, as Team Ruthless find themselves in quite the engagement against the side of Star Esports. More shots will be coming in, as 2GZ does get knocked down. Vernon is down to Falcon, the last player left, goes for the switch of weapon, but it's not enough. As Star Esports increase that elimination count to 8, you can tell that they're onto something. They did lose one player, Nihil, in that early engagement, but they will not be letting that stop them. Anyway, SHQIPZONE now rotating again very close to the side there of Red Shield again. And it does look like there is a little bit of a tease coming in through from SHQIPZONE as they keep drawing closer to Red Shield. But Red Shield not quite taking the shots at them yet. They're just chilling, waiting it out. Finally, they spot Danny Brown on the rotate. And Jetto, he said they didn't get the memo that they were starting earlier today. And that man does look to want to make the most out of the rest of the remaining 3 games that they have today. Wait a minute. SHQIPZONE. Is Linus the Linus I think it is? I think he's the one. Linus that activates Linus mode. Wow, if he is the one, that is quite interesting. This is one interesting thing to have here. Because I do know them to be a team that has got quite the talent in them. But anyway, Red Shield in this compound, I personally do not like this compound. I think it's quite easy to infiltrate and easy to push. Red Shield do have a couple of players outside on the outskirts, as we see Stoner holding that little bit of an angle. Red Shield Superboy, he's got the grenades in hand, trying to send it out. But I'd say if I'm Red Shield, I'll try not to give out too much audio cues. Roach has got a grenade in hand also. I can just tell that the host holding quite the position as SHQIPZONE looking to drawing closer and closer. I heard the Ace 32 in the hands of Jetto. And that is one gun that I really like, to be honest. Matthias has been spotted, but he's got a grenade in hand. Stoner from the outside would find that knock onto King D. Roach finds the other one to make that Superboy, finding the knock onto Matthias. And things are crumbling for the side of Ship Zone. Linus forced for the revive. Stoner looking for that off angle. The grenade is in his hands. And he's got that one prepped up very nicely for Linus. Throws it up, chunks it up. Lands, doesn't quite do the damage, but from behind, Linus will start to take some shots. Oh, down he falls. Jetto, the last one left, and he finds that knock up onto Roach. Superboy falls. That is 2 players down in the hands there of Jetto. But more is what Jetto is looking for. As he takes the shots, he finds 3. Jetto is onto something. Down to the last little of HP. DPS in their hands. Goes for the drop shot. Jetto looking for the shots, but cannot find it. As Red Shield emerged victorious on that defense. But what was Jetto on? So close to getting that wipe there. But when things fall to the hands of Danny Brown, he will not fail to clutch. As he saves the side of Red Shield, getting them 4 eliminations for the day. But talk about the play coming through from Stoner though. That off angle was sexy and was very crucial in them winning this fight. That was very close. That was a very good play there, Jetto. I gotta give it to you. Active Gaming drawing closer on that southeastern edge as we do see that zone centering up nicely. Paradise still open. We do see the side of 10-11 looking to have that as an option. The players there from AFRO ESPORTS making their exit out of boot camp. There ESPORTS out there on the south of the circle. Apex just on the north of Ban. The side there of Fugitives in the center of the Ban. Active Gaming looking to find a way into that zone from that northeast. No gaming down to just Milan, and that is something that I definitely saw coming, especially given how split they were rotating. Down to just the last player to hold on the fort. Effective rotations is what we call this, as Star Esports decide to have one player out there on the trunk of the vehicle. Or would that be on the bonnet of the vehicle? It's effective, it works. And they're going to pull that one off. Once again, vehicles coming in clutch in Sandhawk rotations. I like the fact that some of these teams have been able to, infiltrate or, adapt to using vehicles here in Sandhawk. Oh, they spotted out. Warrior takes a couple of shots. But, Star Esports, how have they pulled this one off? They're losing some more HP as everyone is taking the shots at them, but they'll make that rotation count for the time being. Fugitives not even having it one bit. They're like, how dare you mock us in the lobby? As they continue to fire those shots. Apex now have heard the noise. They want a little bit of the action. This is Apex's home ground in Ban. So you can tell they know what is going on. But Active Gaming, they heard the noise too. Active Gaming played so well on Sandhawk yesterday. Can they replicate that going into today? 1v PUBG Mobile in the chat, and the same thing can be said about Peter. So welcome Peter, and welcome Gray, and welcome 1v PUBG Mobile. Love to see you guys on the stream. Good to see you guys are back. And I know you didn't get the memo that it started earlier today, but you've not missed much. Welcome to game 2, like Jihad said. But anyway, my nose is on fire. Just give me one moment. Just keep an eye out on the map, and I'll be pulling over there in a quick moment. Quick second. Whatever. Quick. Alrighty, you barely missed me now, did you? Alrighty, let's get into it. Basky does look to be crawling up very closely to the side of Apex, who have lost Wizard in this engagement, or in that long-range engagement with the side of Fugitives. And Fugitives definitely doing in the work as they grab that thirst. Apex have lost one more player. And if you guys don't see the trend here, I see it. Just like in game 1, they lost one player quite early. Right now, they're doing the same. And this is the final day of the finals. Apex were in spot number 1 going into today. And right now, it's becoming a question of if they can defend that spot number 1 right now. Kage forced to get into that vehicle to leave this position. But Basky, as I said, is still very close. Fireboy still doesn't want to give up on that fight, on that engagement with Fugitives. But I really do not know how Fugitives were able to grab that thirst there. Active Gaming still out there on the background. Red Shield holding up on the north. Active, 10-11 out there in Paradise. That zone does move again, and Active Gaming find themselves in a very sweet spot. Same thing can be said about Apex. But Apex do not have that numbers advantage. Here's where that disadvantage starts to come through. As Kage finds that one knock onto the players there from Fugitives. QWERTY, it's going to be the one to fall first. Skage looking to lie down on the couch. Definitely, that's the play. Opens up the scope looking for more. Doesn't quite find it yet. And this is where this idea of Apex would be caught up in, is this just one team or is this multiple teams? Anyway, Red Shield spots the rotation coming in through from the side there of 10-11. Bego in a lot of trouble, but he'll be fine. Basky now starts to take the shots and would indeed find Kage. And there we go. The perfect infiltration now is what is coming in through. As the machine is not quite happy about that one. He's got a grenade being prepped up right now. That's a good one. Does the damage, but doesn't quite find the knock just yet. But now Basky's got his own grenade to say hi. Does launch it out. Rage does get knocked by that nade from Fireboy. And now Basky trying to let the more nade fly. Looking for more, but not quite able to find. At least not just yet. As the machine looks for that off angle. Takes the shot, doesn't quite find it yet. But at Apex, they need to clean this up as quickly as possible, as things aren't getting so nice. But speaking of nice, is there ESPORTS up against Inspire now, as the shot starts to come out through. Grenade up towards Hair now. It's a good one, and Hair now falls. Inspire down to what? 1, I believe, or actually make that 2. As Spammer on the top of the hill trying to see if he can do a little bit of damage, but not able to find any just yet. Apex down to 2. Inspire continues to take the shots, but Spammer falls to shots from the side. As AFRO ESPORTS now get their mouths in this business. Spammer would get thirsted there. 10-11, they hear the shots coming through from AFRO ESPORTS. Tiger just out there in the background, and Snuffy definitely aware of Tiger's position. But Tiger, he seems to have pulled that grenade pin first now. Snuffy throws that grenade, leaves instantly. That is something Bego failed to do yesterday, but seeing that Snuffy is able... Oh, that's a sexy knock coming through from Amar to find Tiger now. And 10-11 still looking for more knocks as they start to send those grenades out. But the smokes coming in through from AFRO ESPORTS are good. That is a very sexy long nade. Oh, a little too short. Not quite doing the damage yet. And Amar sends yet another one to fly. That one looks good, almost on the money, but it's still a little bit far. As AFRO ESPORTS will get their complete revives. Fugitives now continue to find the angles onto the side there of Star Esports. But Bego now getting pushed by 2 players there from the side there of AFRO ESPORTS. They're both in that shack. Bego has got that grenade currently being prepped up as Tiger finds his way closer. Bego's got that grenade cooked, but that door is closed. He throws it in, ricochets off the door. And another grenade is going to find Fender Boy, which lands on the outside. Tiger now sending those grenades outside. That looks like a good grenade, but it's a little too far. 10-11 continue to spam some more. Bego comes in from behind, finds the shot, and that is going to be a GG well played, but Inspire hardly wants to do the last damage onto the side there of AFRO ESPORTS, as they still got 4 eliminations. 10-11 has been spotted, and that zone moves all the way towards that west. 10-11 would be able to find it into the circle, but Active Gaming now face off against the side there of Red Shield. As one knock has been fired onto Red Shield, Active Gaming did get their revives back up. They've got just 1 elimination for the time being. As Red Shield also look to grab that revive up. 4 eliminations for that team there. As we await those shots coming in through. Roach has been revived, but Danny Brown does get thirsted now. As Rage is able to find that off angle to find the knock. Now Basky also looking for that angle up onto Roach. As Active Gaming, they've got the players there from Red Shield almost completely surrounded. Stoner might just be able to spot Rios on that move, as he's got that grenade currently being prepped, but he's not quite able to find Rios just yet. He's currently drinking that blue zone damage, as Milan does get spotted by Fugitives. Well, actually by the blue zone. He does take out 1 player there from Fugitives before he goes down, but Active Gaming not quite losing sight onto the players there from Red Shield just yet. Basky out in the open, awaiting that entry coming in through. Takes some shots towards Roach. Doesn't quite find Roach yet. Roach being that invincible man. The cockroach, he doesn't die that quickly as he continues to move. But Basky now gets caught up from behind. The cover fire is good from Active Gaming as Roach falls in return. 10-11. Close to the vicinity, and it's gonna be Trader there trying to do the damage. Red Shield would fall, and here comes Fugitives onto the players there from Apex as their esports deal with Apex on that up floor. Fireboy down to the slither of HP will get spotted. Their esports win that engagement, and Fugitives did a whole lot of third party, but not quite enough as their esports still remain as a full squad. Same thing can be said about 10-11 and the side there of Active Gaming. As Active Gaming, Basky down, but Basky's been revived. Nexus looking very, very close, a little too close for comfort. Towards the players there from Fugitives. Squirty's got grenades to spare. Doing a little bit of a jumpy. And Nexus definitely aware that there's a player just right above him. He gets his players there for the off angle. No knocks to be found just yet by Rage as Nexus forced to heal. And that blue zone starts to push. Nexus starts to move. As Active Gaming still out in the open. Dairy Sports would be the ones being approached by the side there of Fugitives. Fugitives fall. Dairy Sports takes them out. But 10-11 making it a pain in the BUTT for everyone. As they're the only ones in the zone right now. Watching on everyone who's trying to make it into the circle. Trader looking for a little bit of a disengage. But now they're aware. Trader definitely is aware of Active Gaming trying to make it in as Bego finds it knock onto the side of Dairy Sports. Traitor opens the scopes, open the floodgates, finds 2 knocks onto the side there of Active Gaming. Basky very close to the side there of Traitor, but Traitor falls back a little bit. He knows the damage is done. The revive is not going to be possible, at least not for the time being. But here comes Snuffy and Amar to survive or to provide that cover fire. But Basky in front of the open, in front of the tree, finds Snuffy, and the blame Snuffy agenda continues as Basky now up in a 1v2. Shots coming in from the side. Would find Trader down. Things are crumbling for the side of 10-11. Amar is down to 1 HP, but he's able to find Basky to make Basky fall. But Nexus from behind, is he going to be able to find him? He takes the shots into the blind open, finds the shot, straight it through. Active Gaming one way or the other. They've won the chicken dinner. And how? 10-11, how have you lost this? There is no way. There is absolutely no way. There is no way this has happened. How has Active Gaming won this? What? Basky! Pay that man! Pay that man, bro. Because what? This is sorcery. Active Gaming with a back-to-back winner chicken dinner. Nexus. He put that one in, thread that one in, but you've got to admire that shot coming through from Basky. The Basky Nexus combo. Took out 10-11 from the side as they tried to go for that push. But you cannot count out Dairy Sports too because they did that quite the damage there onto the side of 10-11. But that push from 10-11, Snuffy went down to that prone player, Basky, behind the rock. And that is where things started to crumble. 10-11 did go out in second position, getting themselves 8 eliminations to spare. Their esports in third with 5. Fugitives in fourth with 5. Red Shield in fifth with 4. Apex in 6th with 2. Apex. Inspire in 7th with 4. No Gaming in 8th with 1. Star Esports in 9th with that is 8. Afro Esports in 10th with 4. SHQIPZONE in 11th with 1. Courtesy of Jetto. Almost clutched out Red Shield there, but unfortunate circumstances there. Team Ruthless in 12th with 2. SWAT in 13th, or 69 in 13th with none. Unlimited in 14th with 1. And 4 Toxic Killers going out early from that bootcamp engagement in 15th with no elimination. Guys, I do not know, bruh. I swear I thought, okay, 10-11 down to 1. Active Gaming down to 1. And Dairy Sports still had 3 players up, right? But I do not know how Dairy Sports went out. I don't know if it was to Active Gaming, or if it was to 10-11, or if it was to both. All I just know is that Dairy Sports went out. But 10-11, guys, does that count as a throw? Because to be honest, nobody knew where this player was. Basky. No one knew where Basky was. And Basky had been so sneaky all game long. Sneaked up on the side of Apex, then sneaked up on 10-11. Wow, what a way to play. 2 games done and dusted. We have 2 more. We're heading into Miramar, so no time to check time. I'll see you guys real soon. Do not go anywhere.
I can feel your energy. It's like you're standing next to me. You're forever on my mind. You're forever by my side. Won't you hold me closely? I don't wanna fade away. Please just watch over me. It's not easy. Your love is immortal. You're part of every breath I take. Light that's shining over me. You're there for every choice I make. God, you help me find my way. Won't you hold me closely? I don't wanna fade away. Please just watch over me. It's not easy. Your love is immortal. Your love is immortal. Your love is immortal.
It's getting dark, I feel the I feel the I feel the It's getting dark, I feel the I feel the
you guys, you guys are cracking me up. Thank you, Michi, again. Michi literally says free Snuffy, you know. The blame Snuffy agenda has to stop. Anyway, I'm seeing one too many spanners on my chart. I think I'm going to take away Jahad's spanner because that's just too much. Like, everyone is basically blue. It's not be as if I don't have fans. No. Jahad, so what do you say about me taking away your spanner? Your game, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Either yours or Godier. It's one of the two of you. Definitely not Michi though. Michi, by the way, I was talking to Snuffy in the background. He said Snuffy wants our art to show thanks. So if you're not comfortable dropping the art in the chat because there's too many sims there, that's my socials down there, you know. Hit me up, I'll get you to Snuffy. Anyway, but anyway, thank you so much for the donation so far. We're about to wait. Well, we're about to get into the third game of the day. I thought it was going to be Miramar, but I guess we're inverting things. It's going to be Erangel now, and I believe Miramar next. Either that, or this is the last game. It's one of the two. Because PMCO's first game starts in an hour, and I don't know if we'll be able to complete 2 games before then. But, yeah, I think I'm correct. Yes. But, no long talk. We're getting into the next game. Alright. Erangel, maybe this playing part is kind of fair. I don't know, man. Well, we're having 2 teams now in Novo. Game 1, we didn't have people in Novo. Muta Power, Snuffy would have fun. E17 have not come to the lobby today. And I'm kind of pained because, to be honest, I would want to see, I would really love to see, oh, I've not turned on my game sounds. But to be honest, I would really love to see, I would have loved to see E17 in the lobby today, and also Pain Africa also in the lobby today, but we are not seeing both teams here. Those are the only teams that are absent today. Play path is on the right, zone is on the left, up towards that western side. We've got about 10%, 20% water, so it's not too much of land to play with, but ultimately we have quite the number of hot drops. Side there in Nova Repnonia, we see SHQIPZONE up against Unlimited. We saw that happen yesterday, and this time it is going in the in the way of Unlimited though, as SHQIPZONE have lost 2 in Matthias and King D, left with Linus and Jetto. And Jetto, if you watch this, let me know what's up. Now there's still a couple games left. I said there's more. I said be right back. He says be right back. That's Kefas. Hey, Kefas, it's good to see you here though. Yeah, so I'm just trying to ask if there will still be more games, because I'm currently here thinking, because if they're playing Erangel now, I would assume that is because this will be the last game of the tournament. And if this is the last game of the tournament, I have no choice but to even call it now. I think Active Gaming has pretty much won this thing because Apex 3. And I definitely called it in the beginning of the day. I'm almost like a fortune teller. And Apex, this had better be the last tournament that you guys do this. Uh-oh. SHQIPZONE. Oh, he's looking for the last shot, but he just couldn't find it. This is where you need desync, bro. Anyway, Linus not quite able to find the shots just yet. Not quite able to find that knock up onto Shaq. As the rest of Unlimited look for that off angle. Ready. Looking to find that flank angle. But I don't know, man. If I were to be the side there of SHQIPZONE, I'm getting out of dodge, you know. Do not want the trouble. But anyway, Ready still not able to find himself quite a comfortable angle to work with. Jetto does seem to have heard that vehicle, so he's expecting that play coming through. Now, Lored, would you be able to pull it off? He's got the M762 in hand with the M16. He's got a burst and actually 2 weapons that are capable of burst, but not too much in terms of scopes. You do see Durka, even a little bit too close for comfort. He's definitely spotted Linus now on that edge. Jeez. Come on, bro. Hey! No, we're not gonna do that. But anyway, it's desync. It's heel glitch. The bullet drops were not quite there. Ready already does find the shots. Threads a little bit through. And Zabar also looking for that off angle. He's found it. Linus has found his way into the water. He's definitely not afraid of the water now. He does decide to go for a little bit of a swim. Jetto not quite having the same luxury in terms of options. Currently does look stuck on this edge. If he does make a move, it's going to get spotted. Linus still in that water. Is going to be bleeding out real soon or running out of breath. It's only so long you can hold your breath for. We did see SWAT 69 and one sec, my nose again. Alrighty, as I was saying, we did see SWAT 69 and the players there from Red Shield landing in Yasnaya yesterday, but they didn't take any fights. So today I wouldn't be surprised if they don't fight. You take my spam and I love to oppress. LMAO, no gaming though. Mimoso BK does look to. Anyway, Brand though. We saw Brand pull off some crazy moves yesterday. We've not quite heard so much from No Gaming going into today. They did have a very, very scattered rotation there in Sandhawk. Hemtech, leave me alone. Anyway, it does look like Fugitives want a little bit of the smoke. Linus has found a knock onto the side there of Unlimited, which is kind of interesting to see. He's down in a 1v4. We saw Jetto in a 1v4. Yeah! Oh! He's done it! He's done it! Linus mode! Linus mode, bro! Michi says my boyfriend's gonna ban me from this chat. I don't know, man. Depends on what your boyfriend thinks you're doing, you know. You gotta ask him where's your trust, not your thrust. But either way, you gotta ask him where both is, you know. But anyway, you gotta ask him where's your trust there, you know. He's just got to believe and trust that we don't have bad intention. But wait, before I go on, how How has SHQIPZONE won this? Linus mode activated. He did it. A 1v4 against the side of Unlimited. And talk about a player. Wow. If he really is the Linus I know, then I'm not surprised he's been able to pull that off. You know? God. Oh my God. What happened to Miramar? In fact, I wish I could tell you, Michi, what happened to Miramar, but I don't know. I think Miramar is supposed to be after this, but as I said, PMCO starts by the hour. So this is currently 11 minutes past whatever your time zone is. But towards the next hour ball, anyway, the next 2 o'clock is when the Brand, you sneaky. Fugitives, they're not happy about that. They're definitely not happy about that. You can see them forming up. Oh no, wrong choice of weapon there, Brand. Yes, fist him. Yep, definitely has to happen. Yep, has to happen. Definitely has to happen. That is that had to happen, and I would have really loved to see Brand do something there, but whatever. Crowns replies like after 3 minutes. Definitely, man. I tell you, I'm actually very active gaming. Active gaming, receiving visitors. And it's gonna be none other but SWAT 69 slamming their way into not Prizepool. And I do not know about that rotation, man. It does look like a risky one. AFRO esports do seem to be on the chase there. But yeah. What's up? To be honest, I really do not know. I don't know if there will be a Miramar game. Let's see. Because this donkey is here and he's not replying. I don't think there will be time for Miramar. Because, as I said, PMCO starts by the hour. And I believe all of these teams are participating in it. So, everyone's going to have to go play PMCO. So, I think this is going to be the last game of today. I'm trying to gather that information. But some people are airing me. Imagine me being aired. Wow. And they'll come and say they're my... Wow. Oh, SHQIPZONE are out. Oh, Team Ruthless did find them. Took them out. And that'll be a GG well played. Took them out in style, by the way. It's runovers. But, yeah, they did try. It was a good... Yeah, it's supposed to be 4 games per day. But as I said, there is... But as I said, there is a delay. Sorry, there is PMCO. Oh, so there is. Okay. So yeah, there is going to be a Miramar game. I don't know how that is going to happen. This game, but I think the Miramar game is going to start immediately after this game stops. Like the instant this game ends, the next game has to start. But anyway, AFRO esports taking shots at rotating members there of their esports, and Dami's going to be able to make it out of dodge. Zone does push up. This time he does go towards that southern side. Active Gaming now find themselves once again on Mount Everest. This time they're holding that position very strongly. All 4 players on there this time. No Gaming find themselves in a little bit of a rotational skirmish. I don't think they see the players there from Fugitives rotating in the background just yet. I think Anubis spots something going on there. Does he want to get fuel? Does he want to fight them? It does look like he's trying to corner them up there though. Fugitives still driving very close to them. That's too far. Don't do it, bro. Oh! Apologies. I'm sorry, Anubis. I didn't mean it. What? Oh, bro. Keys. They didn't need keys to uproot you from that car, man. They just took him out. Damn. That guy's gonna watch his death replay and he's gonna be pained, bro. What? Hello, Andrew. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you on my stream. So, hi, Andrew. How are you doing? Welcome to Crowns Cast. And given that you're able to chat, I believe you've subscribed. So, thank you for that. Be sure to share that stream. You know the vibes. Anyway, you people should let Michi rest. Michi says she's from California. I think now the what's the word? The puzzle pieces are solving themselves. Michi, I feel like I've played with Michi before. Like I said, she looks very familiar. Well, I'm gonna stop, right? We're on an official stream. But Michi, ultimately, as I said, I'm not simping. I'm just saying hi. I mean, you've donated quite the number on the stream today, and I'm really, really appreciative of that. You really cannot imagine, man. Because of you, I want to stream every day. If that is going to make you happy, I would almost do it. But anyway, 10-11, Snuffy, the man of the moment, looking to rotate into the zone with the rest of the team. Amar being the one in front, Snuffy the one at the back. If he gets knocked now, and we start saying, you know, blame Snuffy, it's as if we're bad people. But, you know. Oh my god. I can't believe I missed that 1v4. And I'm pretty sure Linus is not going to be happy about that one. But I'm sorry, Linus. I was carried away by Brand and him being fisted. Which is sad. I don't even know. Oh man, this was where he did it. Brand was very, very dirty there, man. Like, why would he do such? But anyway. Yes, there is a 5-minute delay on the screen. Blue zone skin treatment player still chilling. I tell you, man. Them man are just here. They're basking in the glory of the blue. Apex 10-11. Get out. Touch grass. But anyway, Team Ruthless looking to drive into the zone, going in from that southern edge. Star Gaming or Star Esports going on the similar rotational pattern that they took in that first game. But yeah, Star Esports, I like that position from them. I like it. Dairy Esports and Red Shield looking to cohabit the water town. I do not know. It does look like Red Shield currently surrounding the situation, the position there. I do not understand how this is a POI. It really doesn't quite resonate with me. Anubis does get uprooted. And Anubis, you know, if this player didn't believe in karma before. And he stole his vehicle too. Fender boy. But yeah, Anubis, he took out the player by uprooting the player from the vehicle. And of course, if you uproot person, they'll uproot you too. Anyway, AFRO Esports do look to want to be on the chase though. As we do see them going for that car chase onto the side there of Fugitives. To be honest, everyone's been playing serious these days. But it's kind of too hard to find car chases. Does look like QWERTY and Co are running for their life. But AFRO Esports not having it, taking the shots. Garbincius gonna be making it over to the trenches. Do not spoil our car because you're gonna need it. Everyone does look to be on that eastern edge, which is quite surprising, but I think it's because of that playing path. And it's going to be trouble, so much trouble on the east. Apex also embarking on the same rotations that they did. Red Shield would find that introductory knock onto the side there of their esports as her does get knocked. Definitely not her. Given the way they've gotten knocked right now. Dami might be looking at the chance of getting a revive. It does look like they might be able to pull it off. Or maybe not. Like, psych. You'll be safe though. Not going to be me. Anyway, Hard does get thirsted. Red Shield looking to continue on the prowess, but 10-11 now. Somewhere in the vicinity though. Bego driving close. Trato door. Trato has been uprooted though. I do not know it by who. It does look like Roach is somewhere in the background. Somewhere in the vicinity. Looking to drive off as 10-11. Look to form up on the situation. Same thing can be said about Apex. Bego finds the knock onto Fireboy. And Amar knows that he's not supposed to push that one. I love it. Kage is able to find the return knock. Amar's launched the grenade out. Not quite able to find damage done. Amar still looking for more. Wizard is somewhere in the vicinity. Doesn't quite go for that revive just yet. That is a good nade. Launches it through. Doesn't quite get the knock. But the off angle coming in through from Machine would be finding the shots. Onto Amar as Amar falls. And Snuffy now. The last player left for 10-11. Having to hold down the fort. 10-11 have just wandered into the Lion's Den right now. A lot of bullets flying towards Snuffy's position. No vehicle, so he cannot leave. As Red Shield continue to thread those shots through. Looking for that last player there. They know he's definitely there. And 10-11 in a whole lot of trouble. The Machine throws the nade in. Finds the knock. 10-11 finds themselves back in the lobby. Apex having 3 eliminations to their name. 1-11. 10-11. 1v1. But Danny Brown from behind would find the third party of the century, as Richard would be the one claiming that healing. There, ESPORTS having a little bit of a breather, as with Apex in the situation right now, they can at least get a little bit of pressure off themselves. Active Gaming, current leaders of the lobby, holding a very strong position now in the zone. 14-21 right now. 12 teams still alive. I do not know if Miramar is going to be something these teams would be able to play. As I said, there are PMCO games. Oh, K9, welcome to the stream. Didn't K9, welcome to the stream. You know, there's one too many spanners, so it was kind of hard to see. You've got the evidence. Anyway, up on the north, we're starting to see a little bit of skirmishes. Roach looking to get himself a little bit of gifts. Christmas came early. Fugitive still alive by 2 or with 2. But yeah, I'm currently looking. I don't see this game ending in the next 8 minutes. I do not know how possible Miramar would be. But anyway, that zone does set up quite nicely. Star Gaming, I've got a good position. But it's only good provided Active Gaming don't take shots at them. Active Gaming is still on the top of Everest. Everyone is currently by the churches in the ruins. It's not Sunday, but everyone's feeling quite religious. Apex losing one player right now in Machine. Hopefully this time they're able to find the revive, and it does look like that revive would be an option. And that blue zone is pushing up very closely, but it's zone 3, so it should be fine. A lot of trouble looking to loom currently on those unranged churches, as Gabinos does find the knock onto the side there of AFRO Esports, but given that they're a 2-man squad, pushing up to that fight, they do not have the most of confidence. Richard are in a very strong position. I really hope they can farm as much elims, given the number of teams that are quite around them. They've got AFRO Esports in the vicinity, and they also have the side there of Fugitives, but it doesn't look like they want any of that smoke. They do seem to be getting other positions. But man, to be honest, that Anubis spray was absolutely sexy. Roach, though, finds that knock onto one of the players there from Fugitives. It's going to be QWERTY down. We do know QWERTY to be one of the strong fire guys for that team. Definitely, Roach would find his thirst. Gabinius, now currently being, I say Gabinius. Gabinsius. Anyway, Gabinsius looking to drink a little bit of the blue zone as Inspire finally start taking some shots towards SWAT 69. Currently out in the guard's car. Keep an eye out from there on them, because the zone does move down to guard's car. We might be getting a guard's car open fields finish, but there's still quite the number of compounds. So many teams on the north. Their esports, though, they get started against the players there from 4 Toxic Killers. They've been a little bit quiet this game, 4 Toxic Killers. So right now, seeing that the only time that they're not being so quiet, they are losing one player. They're currently in the blue buildings of third party Central. Just outside of Headshot Hills. We do see Team Ruthless, though, going for a full send onto the side of SWAT 69. One of the players there from Team Ruthless would fall. Molotov to himself. Vernon. I don't think that's how he's done. But man, they're currently being bathed by the cocktails. As more grenades starts to land, smokes is all the players there from Team Ruthless can hope for. But Fuchio sent it into the building looking for more. Who doesn't quite spot the player in the curve angle. Oh, that player is good for one. Fuchio looks for the knock, finds it as the side there of SWAT 69 down to the final player. In pain, do not use the window. It's tempting, but do not do it. Pain currently trying to hold on his end in a 1v1 right now, but cannot hold up as Team Ruthless coming through with the support. And they are able to take out all the players there. But Active Gaming now, full send it onto the side of Inspire. Rage is down for the side of Active as they're down to 2. But Inspire continue to send the grenades. Basky now having to hold his end in a 1v2 situation. Reels is also off on the off angle. As that grenade from Reels finds here now. More shots from behind. Courtesy of Basky will find more. Basky very low on HP, but he swallows the grenade. And Active Gaming meets their demise as they go out early in this game in 9th position. Team Ruthless, oh sorry, scratch that. 4 Toxic Killers now. Push up onto the side of Apex. Apex cannot go out for any manner or in any manner if they want to keep themselves in the running for first place. 4 Toxic Killers get shot at from the off angle coming through from Kage. As Kage finds 1. More players there from Apex will climb the roof and it's Wizard to find 2. It's Sexy from Wizard to find 3. And Apex get themselves 6 eliminations. Kage now in the open. Might suffer some shots from the side there of Rage Shield. As now he's been spotted. Shots already going to his vehicle as that vehicle, the coupe, is definitely out of commission now. As we see Kage now prone behind that vehicle. But does he still want to use that one? Oh no, he's just taking the loot from the vehicle. And that is why we love having that vehicle trunk. Smoke's currently being thrown out. We do see the pickup coming in through as Fireboy is here. Fireboy. Enter the car, young man. There we go. Anyway, the zone about to close up now. It does close down to the south while looking at a possible WoW mode finish. Star Esports find themselves in the chopsticks. And I do say it's being in the chopsticks is easy. Getting out of the chopsticks is where the problem starts. There's still quite a number of teams right now. Inspire get started with the side of AFRO Esports. They've brought in report 77k. As here now, he's got his eyes on the side of AFRO Esports. Tiger takes a couple of shots, but he's got cover to work with. But there's a lot of third party coming in through from the side there of Team Ruthless as they fire away towards the side of Active Gaming. Wheezy takes a lot of shots, but he doesn't quite fall yet. AFRO Esports now succumbing to the shots coming in through from the side of all of these teams that are close to them. Red Shield would be the one doing more damage as they find themselves 4 eliminations up. Apex, they need to get into the circle now. There's only one compound in the zone, and nobody does seem to be going for it just yet. I wonder why. Red Shield though, Superboy spitting a little bit of white as he drives by. Spammer doing in the work there. You've got to admire that that accuracy of the spray. Superboy surviving a little bit, but he does look to be driving into the line of sights there of Active or of Team Apex. As Fireboy would indeed find Superboy, taps him away. That'd be a GG well played. As Apex continue to push up, moving closer and closer to the chopsticks, and they find their way in. Star Gaming or Star Esports, they've held quite a position there in the chopsticks. Their Esports on the southern compounds, and Richie finally hold the compound in the center of the circle. That means all eyes would be on them, and they have to stay condensed. Try not to lose any more players or even get any more knocks. As Apex lose one player out there on the edge of the chopsticks. It's going to be Machine. He indeed does get thirsted. And Apex now down to just 3 players to hold down the fort. And as I said, this is almost a WoW mode finish. Look forward to seeing how this one is going to play out. The side of Dairy Sports wanders out in the open as Masuk does get spotted. Star Esports Res would get traded as Dairy Sports able to even the tides now. Dami is still having a whole lot of HP to work with. And it does look like Revive would be what is on the mind there of Dami as Masuk currently bleeding out a whole lot. And I do not know if that Revive is coming up through. He's down to the Slither. Touch him! Touch him! Leave your HP alone! Anyway, Red Shield spots in rotations coming in through from the side of Team Ruthless though, as Ruthless do come in crashing, and here comes the chaos. Falcon on the outside finds a little bit of damage, but not quite able to find any done. As, oh no, Elixir gets in or running into the side of Apex, grenades into the compounds, none to find any knock. Oh, Future pushes in, goes down to Danny Brown. That man is a CQC merchant, and you do not need me to over-exaggerate that, but the grenades, you cannot CQC your way out of that. Roach on the off angle finds the last player there from Team Ruthless, and that is going to be Ruthless out. Team Apex now still holding up as a 3-man squad as they're holding on their ends on that on that north eastern edge of the zone. As the zone pushes away from the chopstick, this is where the problem starts. Star Esports have to move, but they find that knock up onto Fireboy. Instant revives is what we're going to be seeing there from the side of Apex as Rich Shield still up as a squad. Wizard spots Nihil in the floor. Nihil tries to return the favor, but he's not quite able to find the player. Warrior fires into the ditch. But as I said, this is WoW modes. They've played this so many times. Can they hold on to their end? Wizard realizes he has to move as Kage finds Res. One player there from... Oh, Kage swallows the grenade and down he falls. As that is a good nade onto the side of Wizard. I've got to enjoy the way Star Gaming is playing this one. 2 players pushing in from the left and the use of grenades working out so well for them. And Nihil continues to throw things. I do not know if Wizard is able to spot that one as he continues to smoke up his teammates. Nihil drawing in closer, using those smokes to move. He does get spotted from the side. Wizard finds him, finds the knock, and that kill might just get stolen. But no, Wizard claims it. 9 eliminations up for the side of Team Apex. 1 more player left. 4-star esports. As the revives, Apex need to grab those. Rage esports or no rage looking to draw closer. Actually, Star Gaming still up with 3. That is impressive, but with their esports looking to pull in from behind, this is where it starts to become troublesome for the players there from Star Esports. The Star Esports continue to smoke up. They do realize there might just be a team right behind them. As Smokes continues to fly. Kage finds that knock. He finds Warrior as Warrior falls. And now Apex, they want to continue up on the push, but Riva has got quite the sexy angle. Fireboy with the LMG in hand. MG3 doing so much damage. Riva gets spotted behind the vehicle as the vehicle explosion takes him out. Star Rez, the last player left for the team. Apex needs to try to push up, but it does look like the side of Storina and the rest of No Rage have to move away as Inspire starts to draw closer. It is indeed a wild mode finish as Team Apex continue to look for more on the side of Star Esports. Rez is the last player left, trying to bank on the smokes as we're down to the final 4. This is Red Shield's best game so far. Holding on as Kage starts to draw closer, has the idea that smoke wearing out, and Rez showing Kage why he shouldn't turn his back on the enemy, or maybe it was bait from Kage. But 13 eliminations onto the side of Team Apex, and this is almost looking like the game for the taking. They have a little bit of an edge on the zone, and pretty much the only place with good cover. Red Shield have to be in the opens, prone in the floor. So Spoiler is all they can play towards either of the sides there. For the shots through the smokes, through the open fields, looking for the players there from Inspire. But Kahunas stays alive for the time being until the side there, or until Fireboy finds him. In the floor, down he goes. Wizard taking in some shots. And I thought Wizard was in 21st century. Why is he in Apex now? Somebody care to explain? I would love to hear that one. But no, Inspire are the ones eating the bullets. Apex have all the eyes. They're doing all the work, doing so much shots, taking so much damage onto the side there of Inspire. And one more player goes down. It's going to be Hair now. Inspire down to 1. Richie playing very carefully, but Roach now stands up to take some shots. He's been spotted. Shots getting fired, and being threaded. 1 left, and Roach is going to meet his demise as the shots continue. Fireboy indeed finds it. Storina now trying to stone some grenades towards Kage as Apex starts to move, but in the floor Fireboy spots him. That man knows how to spot the snakes. Apex have one more player to deal with. It is Danny Brown in a 1v3 up against the Apex Predators, and we start to see the moves coming in through behind the vehicle, behind the airdrops. Danny Brown down to the leader, looking for one from behind. Apex find the chicken, and chicken dinner is what the side of Apex would get as they push themselves into a position to contest with the side of Active Gaming. But the question is it too late? Have they done this too late? That is what we've got in mind. A chicken dinner in the 3rd game of the day. Active Gaming went out early and they realized that they have to make this game count. And make this count they did, man. 19 eliminations and a chicken dinner, 29 points. Is it enough? Is the question we've got in mind. Red Shield in 2nd position now with 8. Best game from Red Shield so far, and I love it. Inspire in 3rd with 5. Star Esports in 4th with 2. Their Esports in 5th with 2. The side of Team Ruthless in 6th with 6 elims. Love to see that one. AFRO Esports in 7th with 2. The players there from 4 Toxic Killers in 8th position with none. Active Gaming in 9th with none. SWAT 69 in 10th with 1. 11th is No Gaming with 1. Fugitives in 12th with 3. The players there from 10-11 in 13th with none. SHQIPZONE in 14th with 4, courtesy of Linus. And 15th is going to be Unlimited with 2 eliminations as they go out quite early. And guys, what a game. What a game. Let me confirm. There does look to be a delay. I'm hearing that there would be a 4th and final game. But, as I said, I'm looking at the time. It's going to be Miramar. Miramar takes about 30 minutes. 30 minutes from now is 5 minutes past the hour. And I believe the PMCO games would have started by then. But anyway, it looks like the game is starting in about 5 minutes. So do not go anywhere. I'll be right back. I just got to get into the...
see you there, and my heart goes blind. When I see you there, and my heart goes blind.
Digital breeze from cybernet seas. We may not make it out of the bay. Just unwind, it doesn't matter anyway. Try not to freeze or throw away the keys. The predator is now the prey. Things could be different. Things could be alright. Things could be innocent when dark becomes light. We're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen. The rebels in 4K. When dark becomes light, we're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen. The rebels in 4K.
I've been trying to.
Okay, all of you need to stop and touch grass. Jesus, relax. Wow, look at you. But anyway, hello Michi, hello Michi's boyfriend. If you see my face, if I'm actually interested in your babe, you should be scared. But you should be thankful that I'm not. I just wanted to say hi, really, and I'm just appreciative. But that aside, we're about to get into the fourth and final game of the day. Whoever does better between Apex and Active wins it all. So if Apex does very good in this game, they need to replicate that performance they had in the previous game to win it all. And Active just need to out-survive Apex, and they've won, right? So last time Active had to out-survive someone, they didn't do it well. Finals that I see Apex in, they usually throw who is going to be stronger, or whose analysis is going to be stronger. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't want to jinx any of those teams, so we're going to keep our eye out on it. No time to check time, no time to waste. Fourth game of the day is going to be Miramar, and it's going to be a very chaotic ending. I can foresee this. Let's get it. We're in. Playing path is very, very nice, I must say. To be honest, the nicest playing path that we've gotten since like yesterday. I mean, apart from Sandhawks, right? But every other one, bruh, it's a lot. But anyway, be like, wait, that's true. Agathe is in the chat. Agathe will be in my chat and she'll be quiet. Now Agathe, when that one starts. Oh yeah, that's true, guys. I forgot to mention. You know what? I think I'll mention it after this game. Yeah, I'll mention it after this game. But anyway, we're not going to digress. We move. Playing path, very nice. Everyone seems to be landing central. It's almost like everybody's like, let's just hot drop and go and play PMC or something. But anyway, first zone does show up. It is down there towards that southeast. We see 10-11 going towards that water treatment area. San Martin being held by Team Ruthless. Hacienda del Patron is where we've got SWAT 69. Looking to get started with Ship Zone. Come on, Mali boy, you can do this. But he's lagging. Give him! Hey! Sorry, desync. Anyway, Mali boy is down. Jetto coming in through from behind. SWAT 69. Payne feeling quite happy, but down he goes. And Hellboy happens to be the last player left now. Tries to take some shots, but that's going to be a sweet ending as Ship Zone get themselves Christmas early, as they all get one elimination apiece. Love to see that one. I don't even know how. I thought it was only 3 players. Red Shield in a little bit of a skirmish now, as Unlimited is in that situation with Den. Danny Brown does get thirsted, so Red Shield is on a disadvantage. And if I know Red Shield too well, I know they are going to disengage from this fight. Active Gaming coming in through. They're out there on the northern side of Los Leones. Apex out there in Graveyard Impala currently empty. Inspire just out there on the outskirts of La Bendita and Los Leones. Same thing can be said about Fugitives who are on the outskirts of Los Leones. No one does seem to be inside Los Leones for the time being, except for Active Gaming, who have got about just 2 players. Monte Nuevo is all alone, as we only started with 13 teams. We've lost only 1 so far, so I believe 2 teams have gone to play PMCO. There is sports out there in the outskirts of Hacienda del Patron. Demi does look to be disconnected for the time being. Dami also looking quite lively for the time being. 10-11, as I said, out there in water treatment. Some Apex. They've not played with Kage. Oh, sorry, they've not played with Jasser. They didn't play with JT and Kuma today. That just goes to show you how much versatility they have in that squad. And I don't know, the squad today maybe didn't do too well in the first 2 games. But from game 3, they started to make it count. The question is, can they take it all home in game 4? So we've got in mind. We look forward to seeing if that is something they can do. Right now, I'm not really expecting any much fights. It's going to be a slow start. But that being said, you all need to touch grass, you know. Stop simping. Apex on the title win. I don't know, Jihad, man. I would still, based off of what has happened today, I would still think Active Gaming is in the lead. Probably by maybe 5-10 points, somewhere around there. But I know the lead isn't too strong of a lead that Active Gaming would have. So keep an eye out on that one. It does look like Bego does get spotted on that split that they have, as the players there from SHQIPZONE deciding to drive out early out of Hacienda del Patron. You love to see that proactivity, knowing that there's quite a number of teams or number of parachutes that they saw around them, and I like that they're acting on it. Love it. Active Gaming make it all the way into Los Leones. Fugitives do the same. Inspire still outside in the outskirts of La Bendita. I'm kind of worried about Inspired now, or Inspire. About Inspire now. Unless you want to hear my commentary as it is live right now, which is like 5 minutes earlier, I will join you once the game ends. I mean, let me see. Yeah? No way, they can't hear you. No, not me. No need, they can't hear you. No one's hearing you. I'm the only person that can hear you. Let me see. What happens if I share my screen? Hopefully, if it affects my network bitrate, this one don't hang. So I'm just gonna use OBS. Let's see. What does it do? Where's my frame drops? I'm still green. Okay, wonderful. Alrighty, but anyways, we do see the rest of 10-11 though looking for SHQIPZONE, or maybe it's the other way around. SHQIPZONE looking for the rest of 10-11 as they do find their way all the way to the water treatment. Amar is currently down on the bottom, and I think they have like a little bit of an idea as they're currently chilling in the silos here. Amar's got that mini 14 in hand. It's a question of can he use it? Can he utilize it? That's the question I've got. Definitely he's aware of the SHQIPZONE players that are currently close to him. And to be honest, if I were to be 10-11, I'm disengaging from here, getting out of here before the players there from SHQIPZONE get too comfortable. But anyway, shots already coming in from behind as Traitor does start to take some shots. Matthias with the sniper though. Like to see what he can do with that M24 as King draws closer and nearer to Amar. He's got a grenade in hand, but doesn't look to be cooking it just yet. And Jeto's still out to the background. I kind of like the counter flank that 10-11 are trying to do, but I don't know, man. Snuffy, it seems a little too far, especially given that you've got a DBS in hand. Team Apex rotating very, very close to the side of Inspire though. Kahunas. Here's those vehicles, here's those footsteps, having to drink up a little bit so you can get refreshed. And Apex have to win this fight. If Apex lose here, that is going to be the tournament over in their eyes. Wizard having a little bit of driving trouble though, as he does take a little bit of tick damage. He's got a grenade though, very, very ambitious grenade if you ask me. Looking to thread. Oh! It actually did connect a bit. How about that? Anyway, Fireboy looking to come in from downstairs. He's got the shots and he finds the knock. Down goes one player there from Inspire. Definitely not the start that they would have wanted. Machine though finds himself quite close to numbers from Inspire. Spammer loses his tire, goes for the iconic buggy spin. Oh, and he's down on his feet. Legged his bends, and he's going to work for Spammer for the time being. Grenades now landing. DBS in the hands there of Machine as reports. Doesn't want to let go of the grenade. Now he does. Pre-fires with the with the Uzi. But we do know the Uzi is not going to want to use the pre-fire. Machine finds 2. Spammer in the background doing a whole lot of shots, and they're like, pick me if they burn you well. Spammer, did they burn you well? Do you want to pick that? Apex definitely aware that it's just one player left. As report and here now, trying to gather as much information. Stanley, he won't run. He wants to run. What? Apex though, they're not going to let that one happen. You can tell they've smelt blood and they wanted it all. And indeed they got it all as they eliminate the side there of Inspire. Love to see that one. But guess what? Guess what? SHQIPZONE, they're not agreeing as they continue to take out players one after the other from 10-11. 6 eliminations to SHQIPZONE now, and it does look like the final game of the entire tournament is where they want to activate a beast that we've not seen before. King. Here comes the blue zone though. Amar. We do know 10-11 being that team that is very convenient with drinking blue, so nothing too much to worry about for them. SHQIPZONE on the other hand, I don't think they want that trouble as they send all players in one vehicle, sending it into that zone. Making sure that and I like this. I actually like this play coming through from SHQIPZONE. You know, this is not a play they would normally go for, but given that they've already gotten 6 eliminations, there's no point trying to force it or trying to look for the remaining 2 players there. You might as well just start your rotations, get into the zone, no need to stress, and that is just you know, wonderful stuff that I'm seeing there from SHQIPZONE. You go back, you meet them, there's more eliminations to get in the game, you'll be fine. But anyway, Star Esports they look to be having a little bit of rotations around them as Red Shield drive by the police station, the gas station there, stopping for gas, stopping for loot, whichever one they're doing. Warrior is here, and how sneaky can he be? He's got a grenade, he can send that one out. Wait, I think Red Shield is aware, stands up to take the shot, but not against 2, bro, as he does get eliminated, taken out instantly. Red Shield pushing as a full squad now. Impressive stuff, but man, the rate at which Star Esports are sending that location, you can tell that they want blood, they want revenge, but that HP being chunked by the blue zone is not helping matters at all. And Unlimited also find themselves in the background there as they also embark on the rotations there. Nihil takes the shots towards Roach. Roach loses the back tire, goes for the spin. Very iconic, and Roach is still trying to back it up, put it on reverse, but I don't think that's how the buggies works. Nihil now forced to heal. Same thing can be said about Roach as that blue zone starts to chunk, but the single taps coming through from Riva finds that player, and Riva to collect from behind because, you know, karma exists in PUBG Mobile. And Unlimited coming through for the 3rd party of the century. Nihil trying to look for those long range shots, not quite able to find it as Roach is still on the floor bleeding out. And Red Shield now, they see the side there. Oh, that is sexy with the 6x scope coming through from Superboy. And bro, why do you have 395? Okay, he's holding 2556 weapons. Because bro, 395, that's a little too much, you know. But man, when you've got 2 guns, and that was not even, wow, that was a semi-full 6x sprays. So what I was saying, Zemtech, these guys are cultists. Because how are you spraying semi-full 6x, bro? Damn. But anyway, Superboy, that vehicle is gone. Don't even bother. And he's like, you cannot spoil my vehicle tire and go scot-free. Apex, more fights coming through their way, and they're holding their ends quite alright as Fireboy finds yet another player there from Team Ruthless. There's also 4 toxic killers in the vicinity, and Fireboy just looking to get a better position now, maybe play with cover now. Almost uprooted, but he switches seats at the last minute. And he switches on him with 1 HP. There is no way he's done that. Fireboy on literal fire, going for the 1v1. Can he do it? It's gonna be a squad wipe, and it is! Fireboy gets it at 1 HP. He survives the 3rd party again. The rest of Apex though, Wizard falls, and now Apex, they've gotten the elims, but they really need those placements. SHQIPZONE coming in through for the 3rd party of the century, and things start to crumble in front of Apex. They have to play well. They cannot go out before before Active Gaming. If they do, that is over. They would have thrown the tournament. They came in with a lead. And SHQIPZONE looking to be getting distracted a bit though by the side there of 4 toxic killers, as Safe does find himself not safe at all. Shots coming in through, and guess who's in the vicinity? It's Active Gaming with Basky and Nexus looking to take some shots towards Sky. And Sky loses quite the number of HP. He doesn't quite fall just yet. Ah, man. DBS in the hands of Safe would reduce the numbers there for SHQIPZONE, as they may have overextended in their books. Everyone is in the center of the circle. Out there on the west is still trouble. Our Star Esports still having to deal with the players there from Red Shield. Superboy, gets spotted again by the third party from Unlimited. This is a three-way fight that is not ending well for either of the teams. Red Shield's down to 1. Star Esports down to 1. Unlimited down to 2. It did not work out, especially for Unlimited, because they only got 2 elims. Start the question, was it worth it? But anyway, it's trouble on the crown of La Bendita now, as 4 Toxic Killers need to grab themselves revives. Apex, Fireboy gets into a vehicle, and I don't know why, but I don't think Apex have realized that they're not in the position to be making these moves. SHQIPZONE continues with the damage. Linus up against Fireboy, but Fireboy falls. Why did you do that, Fireboy? That was uncalled for. And Apex now at a huge disadvantage. Linus, though, drives away from there, doesn't even care about the thirst, because he understands there's too many teams there. And 10-11 too, looking to lurk in the background. Fireboy, bruh, you didn't need to. You did not have to go. And I feel like Machine can make this play, get into a vehicle, pick up Fireboy, put him in the vehicle, and drive him back. But unfortunately, that will not be possible anymore now that Linus got his thirst. And SHQIPZONE, they have been such a pain to a lot of teams today. 7 eliminations to their name. They're down to the last 2 players. They still do not want to give up on the players there from 4 Toxic Killers, as they see them just down in the background. Finds the shot, spreads it through. Jetto gets that knock. Active Gaming are being the teammates there for Unlimited. For 4 Toxic Killers. But Linus, though, he has such a nice angle. Gets yet another knock. 4 Toxic Killers lose to the side of SHQIPZONE. And 10-11, though, in the background, as I did say, Amar. Snuffy is somewhere close. Looking to draw in closer as Amar just keeps watching Jetto. Looking for the perfect time to take the shots. Imagine Jetto turns and just knocks Amar. That is going to be very painful. Finds him. Definitely. Amar don't miss. I don't think you know this man. One of the top players there from the previous Clatter of Clans. We do know that man to know how to frag. Definitely he's brought that fragging prowess here into the Insider Cup. Apex now, they just have to out-survive Active Gaming. And Active Gaming have to out-survive Apex. But man, 10 teams alive, 19 players left. First game of the PMCO has kicked off. But I can promise you, these players do not feel like they're missing out on anything. This is a battle for $100. And they want it all. Star Esports down to the final player. Looking to make a rotation into the zone. Linus, though, if he sees that vehicles, he will want to take the shots. Doesn't quite take it. Which is quite interesting. He's the last player left. So that makes sense. I feel like SHQIPZONE focused a little too much on the eliminations this game. And eventually found themselves getting taken out, which is sad. They're down to just the 1 player and now they have to camp it out. You know, just try to out-survive everyone. Machine not in the zone, as Snuffy does find his way towards this compound being held by the Machine. Snuffy, casually looting. I don't know, man. Machine could come outside and take some shots, though. Active Gaming, though, they're looking to take out some shots towards Amar there in the open fields. Doesn't look like they'll be finding any of the shots just yet. Amar just chilling up there. Actually, it's Amar taking the shots. You can already see him spitting, taking a little bit of sparkles from that M416. Snuffy, I think he's got an idea about this player here, Machine. He does look to be how much loot does he need? I mean, he's out of throwables, only 1 grenade. Now he's looting more. He didn't have meds. Now he's got some more. He's looking to do so much premium shopping here. And if there were to be a window here, that na better OT law is gone. Snuffy, that's enough loot. Oh no. Oh no. Now there's a window. Oh wait, maybe not yet. And Snuffy's like, Ama, come, there's loot, there's loot. Hey, God. And Ama is looting. Machine, not moving an inch. Not moving a muscle. And I think this was Apex intentionally trying to get as much elims so they can go play PMCO. But wait, Machine is actually still in commission. He's heard the vehicle leave. He's got quite the number of vehicles to work with. But I promise you, if that zone closes up, healing up is going to be hard. You'd have to heal up as you move. Machine, run. Run. Active Gaming, they need to move as that zone does move all the way towards that eastern edge. Fugitives have a very strong position in the zone, holding up quite the flank, but there is a whole ass city in front of them. And to be honest, that is going to slow down the pace of the game a lot, because when the game goes to Impala, there's quite a lot of buildings that you can stay in. Active Gaming is still trying to survive as Basky does go for the airdrop. It's an MG3 inside the airdrop, and bro, if Basky gets that gun, I don't know, man. The lobby should be scared. But anyway, there is spot out there on the north, though. Still holding an Augie in that blue zone. As we do know, they use that blue zone for skincare. I don't know if they have vehicles to work with. Yeah, they do. But they're deciding to play that one slow. Active Gaming start to make their entrance into Impala. So we start to see Fugitives spread more on the top of this hill. It's a good play, really. Hopefully they don't fall. Hopefully they don't throw. Oh, Basky. Oh, Basky. Basky does go down though. Rizaz finds him on that move. But Basky doesn't want to get thirsted. But nah, man, I don't think Rizaz is having it. Active Gaming, your move. What are you doing? But Active Gaming, though, they find themselves in a little bit of a skirmish now. As Amar starts to take a couple of shots. Nuffy is also in the vicinity. And Active Gaming might just have to send it into Impala. And I understand Active Gaming not deciding to go into Impala because, you know, you don't want to make it into the city. If you make it into the city, making it out of the city is going to be a problem. And 10-11 deciding to go for the shorelines because, I mean, you can't go wrong with the shorelines. But ultimately, with this particular shoreline in Miramar, you could actually go wrong because it happens to be on the low grounds. So if there's a team on the high grounds, it becomes troublesome for you. And we do know high grounds are things that are easy to get. And you can just tell Apex, Machine just wants to survive. But anyway, Machine now making his move into the zone. And Linus now walking into the line of sight there. No pun intended. But walking into the line of sight there. Oh, imagine. So, Basky didn't take the LMG, but Reels took the LMG. Even more dangerous. You love to see that one, man. And Active Gaming, they may have just gotten that weapon that would secure them the chicken dinner. Man, Rizas is on to something else with his sprays of today. I mean, the 6x on the Scarel is doing so much work. But that's the thing, Fugitives. I'm currently looking at the amount of 5s they've got in their backpacks. It doesn't look to be enough for this position they're currently holding because they would have to do a lot of shooting. Machine now has been spotted on his move. As he's now in a whole lot of trouble. Oh, Puerty don't miss this type of shots. As he starts to take the shots towards the Machine. Machine realizes he cannot go out here. He literally cannot go out here, but he's not in that zone. The position being held by Fugitives is a little too strong. Squirty now. Here's that player just right below him. Takes a couple of shots, throws it off as he does get knocked in return. I don't want to call it a potato, but it is one. And Machine is doing quite the third party though, but not quite able to get the shots to connect. A minute on the clock before that zone starts to move. And here's where trouble starts to loom. As Machine starts to take the shots. I'm trying to see the condition of his buggy. He's lost no tires, so that buggy is still in commission. And if I were to be Machine, I'm getting into that buggy and I'm driving all the way to the south. And BB is calling. Wow, I feel like this has not happened in my stream for a very long time. But anyway. Because I remember this was peak 2021 crowns where I'll be like, ah, BB, why are you calling? Ah, she's calling again. Alright, anyway, Rizaz though finds himself, wait, why is Rizaz on the floor? Oh, that's a good Molotov. Rizaz got a grenade, sends it in, doesn't quite fall. And Anubis, Fugitives have got this all wrong. Because they're no longer on the top of the mountain. They've all fallen down, which is weird. because they were supposed to hold the high ground, but they've slept on that high ground. 10-11 now find themselves on the high ground, and bro, with Snuffy and Amar still alive, man, it would have been crazy if Bego was alive, man, because they would tear this lobby apart. But anyway, the machine. Oh, machine! No! Now it's not the time to DC. Move! No! It's over. Active Gaming must have seen that. They know. Oh, that's a sexy nade. Nexus collected his own grenade, but Reels is able to get the trade. So that is Ojoro cancel as 1-1. Nexus would be able to grab the revive. There, esports still looking for a way into that zone, and to be honest, Fugitives, you had no business on the bottom of the floor, of the bottom of the zone, because now that zone has moved. 10-11 find themselves in a very strong spot. Same thing can be said about Unlimited, but if 10-11 go to the top of Unlimited, they have a very strong position. Nobody's in the church. I mean, you can't even play the church with this position being held by 10-11. But anyway, movement is what we're starting to see from everyone, because in all that happens, we have to move. Dream team. Sorry, there esports looking to get started with Active Gaming as Rage falls, and that is just unforeseen circumstances for Rage, really, because somebody will now start saying it's always Rage that is getting knocked, but ultimately it's not his fault. Man just wanted to go. He just wanted to go. But anyway, 6 teams left. Active Gaming looking to move closer and closer. Rage shoot down to the last player though in Stoner, as Third does find his thirsts. Stoner, I'll just be able to spot out the players there from Active Gaming, really, as Nexus and Reels remain the last players to lift the flag for Active Gaming. And I think 2 eliminations and the placements they get from here should be enough to counter with the work that Active Gaming has done. They were in the lead initially, but ultimately, you know, Active Gaming would want to maximize the points that they can get from this game. Reels in the FPP mode though, looks to fall back a little bit, playing the mind games with the footsteps, takes a couple of shots, not quite able to find any. And Nexus now getting shot at as he tries to form up. And now here comes the form up. But pushing into this building is very, very hard, because the building has one too many windows. Amar unlocking his inner Toretto as he sends that vehicle out on the top of the mountains there. And indeed, they are playing what I expected them to play, going right to the top there of Unlimited. Definitely have a strong position there. The zone is about to close up once more. And Active Gaming now getting backed by that blue zone. They need to move. The zone moves again. Unlimited get the favor. There. Oh, sister. Colette! You don't do that. But anyway, down he goes. Rizas though, he's got a grenade in hand. He's feeling quite zesty. This nade might just seal it for Active Gaming. It bounces off the wall. Gets the 2 knocks. Active Gaming out in 5th. Courtesy of Fugitives. Where are the mathematics in the chart? Where are the calculators? Did Active Gaming do enough? Amar falls as Fugitives remain with 2. Do not have that zone as Unlimited lose 1 player. Stoner, he's been down on his belly all day long. Definitely borrowing the Deji strats there. But man, oh, GG's. Doka is gone. Oh, that's a very good molly. Reddy is gonna burn. See the rhymes there. Of course he burns. Oh, that's a sexy grenade though, coming in through from 10-11. Now, Stoner sees him. Hey, Stoner took the shots. Oh, Snuffy, don't get knocked. Uh-oh, Snuffy though, jumps down. Snuffy very low on HP, and Snuffy gets it. Love it. Amar on the top of the mountain, able to find himself a knock onto the side of Fugitives. And this is what I was saying. If Fugitives remained on the top of this hill, this would have been Fugitives' game for the win. But nah, they decided to go down into Impala. They got carried away by the want for cover, you know. Just because you want buildings as cover, you feel like on the top of this hill you don't have cover, then you, of which you do have cover, you know. But anyway, Stoner has to move now. Amar is like, they born you a move. And it's definitely what he's got in mind. Stoner does start to pick. The shots come through. Amar finds the knock. 2v1 for the side of 10-11 as Rizas needs to move. And look at that. Amar knows. He knows. Hey! Amar collected, but the blue zone has to take him out. Of course it does. And that will be a GG well played. As 10-11 get that chicken dinner handed on them, or handed to them in a platter by the side of Fugitives, literally in both ways. Fugitives gave them the high ground to get the chicken, and also gave them the last kill to get the chicken. You love to see that one. 4 eliminations and a chicken dinner. 10-11 find a little bit of redemption in the final game. But where does he push 10-11 to? They've had such bad games going into today. Hashtag blame Snuffy, no? Anyway, redemption for Snuffy. I mean, he got that 1 kill, which works. Anyway, Fugitives in second with 4, the best game so far. Rachel decided to play better in the final game of the day, but they got themselves 5 elims and 3rd position. Unlimited in 4th with 2. Active Gaming in 5th with 3. Was it enough? Dare Esports in 6th with 2. Apex in 7th with 9 elims. Was it enough? This is the question. The players there from SHQIPZONE came in to show us that they know how to play this game. Ah man, I can hear this DBS reloading in my ear, so I'm just gonna stop that for you guys. Anyway, SHQIPZONE currently with they finished in 8th position with I believe that is 9 elims. Star Esports in 9th with 3. Players there from 4 Toxic Killers in 10th with 2. Team Ruthless in 11th with 1. Inspire in 12th with none, and SWAT 69 going out in 13th with none. Guys, we've come to the end of the Insider Cup. But I've got to ask the question, who do you guys think won it all? Do you think Apex did enough in the final 2 games to retain their lead? Or do you think Active Gaming did enough in the first 2 games and even down to the 4th game to keep themselves in the lead? That is the question I've got in mind, and we'll realize that once the leaderboards are out. Be sure to give Insider a follow on social media, as they will be posting that one on there. Speaking of social media, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've not posted this on there, but the PMPL Africa 2023 fall split resumes tomorrow. It's going to be the finals, where we're going to be having 3 days of finals, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you can only guess, your Oloriebi is going to be casting on the finals. So be sure to show up for the finals. I know I didn't say it before, but now I'm saying it. So if you're still here watching me at this time, tell everybody to come watch PMPL tomorrow, because I'm going to be casting in the finals. That being said, this was a wonderful tournament, to say the least. We had so much fun yesterday, and indeed we had fun today. Good luck to every other person in the lobby, so they can more like good luck in the PM COs. I really hope you don't meet hackers, and I hope you're able to get the maximum points to get you into the next stages. But keep me updated regardless, and congratulations to either Active Gaming or Apex. One of those two definitely won this tournament. I don't think it's going to be anyone else. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that will be all from me. I don't want to leave. Thank you so much, Michi. You know what? I have to actually do the whole shout out thingy. I almost forgot, because this is going to be my last stream in quite a while. So, who did we have today? Godier, thank you for showing up. You know what? Even before I start with Godier, Michi, thank you for showing up. To be honest, you actually did put in a whole lot of money. I'm quite sad that Inspire did not really inspire you anymore to drop some more money, and definitely didn't play too well. But thank you. I see you dropped for Inspire, you dropped for Snuffy, you dropped for Active Gaming. Huge shout out to you. I really love enthusiasts about the game, like you. Peter, thank you for showing up. Bego, K9, thank you. Godier, thank you for showing off. Larry, my guy, thank you for showing up. We've got Henry also in the chat. Thank you for showing up. Zemi Wemi, you're in my ear right now, but thank you for showing up. We've got Jahad. You got your spanner today, which I feel like taking away for reasons best known to me. I just feel like oppressing you. But anyway, thank you for showing up. Peter, I said thank you too for showing up earlier. Traitor, one of the times you're actually in my chat, thank you for showing up. How are things going in 10-11? Let me know. You know, do you want to bench Snuffy? Tell me. I want to know about it. Who else did I get in my chat? I also had Genos in the chat, so thank you for showing up, Genos. Who else pulled up here today? I saw Jetto. Thank you for showing up, Jetto. And based off of Jetto, Jetto, is Linus the Linus I know? If Linus is the Linus I know, tell him that I actually casted him today, and he should hit me up on Instagram. Who else? I saw Henry. I already did say Henry. Shiva, you were the first person on chats today. Thank you for showing up. Red Dots, 56 Red Dot actually. Thank you for showing up. I believe I saw Keyboard Warrior sometime today. Thank you for showing up. Andrew Adeyemi, one of my new subscribers. Thank you for showing up on the stream. I don't know if you're a new subscriber or if you renamed, but regardless, thank you for showing up. I saw it's Samuel sometime, one of my mods. Thank you for also showing up. Pharaoh, my guy, thank you for showing up today. Reckless, you were here earlier on too. Thank you for showing up. And I think, if I'm doing my math correct, I already gave a shout out to Michi. I also, I think I saw Kefas also. So yeah, Kefas, thank you for showing up too. And who else did I see here? I already did say Shiva, he was the first person on the stream. Cruz, I saw Cruz also, he was the second person in the stream. But ultimately, a big shout out to everyone who showed up today. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for staying active in the chat. You know, I always love the activity in the chat, and I piggyback off of that. But I really hope to see everybody show up for me tomorrow again. I would also be keeping my eye out on the chat. And the PMPL stream, I'll give you a spoiler from now on. There's going to be no delay, so you talk to us, we can talk back to you. But that being said, I really don't know how it's going to work, but it's going to work out. It's the PMPL finals, we'll be fine. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe, stay connected, practice social distancing, don't do drugs, use protection. You know the vibes. Do not hack the game. Have fun in PMCO. Play PUBG Mobile every time. And I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Peace.